walls, but they break once more. A warp core breach on this galactic shore. We wait for comms, Latinum's our plea. In this buggy cosmos, we're Starfleet, you see. Star Trek Fleet Commando, the lags are full. Bugs that vanish, then return to show. Compensation chests, they come and go. 7 years of crashes. Still we boldly so raise your tricorder to the stars. We strive through endless bugs. We keep the fleet alive. 7 years of chaos, yet we'll never fall.
I logged in again, full of hope and dread. Server lag hits like a photon to the head. My ship's stuck in warp, my crew's gone rogue, and the bug report's buried under code. Armada's glitch, rewards don't drop. The leaderboard froze at the very top. I tap and I tap, but nothing responds. It's like the devs beamed out and moved on. We send tickets, we beg and plead, but all we get is thanks we'll read. The galaxy's cracked and we're losing.
Getting set up, guys.
But we still
We've
grind,
got
we're in too deep. Oh, SDFC,
9 minutes.
break my heart.
Kevin.
Patch just tears it apart. You say fix is coming, but they never
Dark
do.
Tree with the
We're stuck in
45.
a loop, and we blame you. Oh, SDFC,
Thank you, Dark
we
Tree.
still play on, even when everything's gone wrong. We're captains of chaos,
Great.
flying blind in a
25,
game
that's awesome.
that's left
Thanks, guys.
us behind. Alliance chats, a therapy zone. We meet
Rerolls
the
incoming.
bugs, we cry, we groan. The refinery's stingy, the events are cursed.
Stand
And
by.
the lag hits hardest when you need it worst. I try to upgrade, but the screen went black. Lost my mats, no way to get them back. The dev block says we hear your voice, but all I hear is static noise. We rage, we laugh, we threaten to quit, then log back in. Yeah, we're full of it. The stars are broken, the code's a mess, but quitting now, that's just weakness. Oh, SCFC, you break my heart. Every patch just tears it apart. You say fix is coming, but they never do. We're stuck in a loop, and we blame you. Oh, SCFC, we still play on, even when everything's gone wrong. We're captains of chaos, flying blind in a game that's left us behind.
Good morning, Aspie.
We dream of balance, a smoother play, of bugs that vanish, not just delay. But until that day, we'll raise our voice in laggy space. We've made our choice. Oh, SCFC, you break my heart, but we've made this mess a work of art. You say fix is coming, but we know the drill. We'll be here grinding against our will. Oh, SCFC, we still play on, even when everything's gone wrong. We're captains of chaos, flying blind in a game that's left us behind. So here's to the broken, the bug, the betrayed, to the players who stay. Though the game's decay, we're still out here, stars in our eyes, waiting for fixes and watching them die. face, late night stream glow. Warp engines humming, green skin undertow. Fleet command charts on a cracked hollow screen. Undid eyes focus, sharp and keen. The legends know when MJ streams, the numbers grow. Zombie captain never sleeps, grinding galaxies while the universe creeps. From the bridge to the stars he stands, a helmet in one hand, a mic in the other hand. Zombie space captain, rise from the void, brains on cooldown, fleets deployed, booms in the cosmos, never alone, commanding the stars from a streamer's throne. Zombie space captain, fighting the night, wrestling gravity, holding the line, undead legend with a heart of gold, a great father first. Now that's the road. Off-stream bell rings, ding, ding, ding. Wrestling fan when the ropes start to swing. From pile drivers to power bomb lore, he knows every pop, every crowd roar. Stories, heroes and heels, same passion as when a fleet congeals. Knows when to sell, knows when to stand. Life's a match, he's got it planned. Whether space or squared circle lights, he shows up ready every fight. Zombie space captain, rise from the void, brains on cooldown, fleets deployed, booms in the cosmos, never alone, commanding the stars from a streamer's throne. Zombie space captain, fighting the night, wrestling gravity, holding the line, undead legend with a heart of gold, a great father first. Now that's the road. Hey, 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 hey. But when the stream fades, screens go black, there's a quieter strength that's got his back. Teaching, guiding, leading with care. Real world hero, always there. No leaderboard tracks, that kind of win. No title bell for where he's been. But every bedtime story told outshines the stars, brighter than gold. Zombie space captain, hear the cheer, fleet coming, legend always sincere. Wrestling fan with the father's grace, undead king with a human face. Zombie space captain, this one's true. The greatest title belongs to you. Across the stars or close to home, you wear that crown. MJ had a love. Yeah, 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 MJ had woke up with a mission on his mind. Ops68 is shining like a summit he's gotta climb. Scrapping every ship, every part, every core, grinding those dailies till his fingers get sore. He's got spreadsheets open, calculators on fire, every upgrade pushing him a little bit higher. While the galaxy sleeps, he's still online, chasing that level like it's written in his spine. He's on the race to 70, nothing gonna slow him down. MJ hats, engines roaring like a king without a crown. Every note, every research, every hostile he'll destroy. Ops68 calling like a victory convoy. Yeah, he's grinding through the chaos, never losing track. MJ hats on the rise and he ain't looking back. Alliance chat buzzing, bro, you're almost there. MG hat just laughs, says give me one more repair. Armories humming, docks line tight, ships fueled up for another long night. Events dropping, he farming like a beast from the Alpha Quadrant to the farthest east. Every chest he opens is another step one. Ops68 ain't a goal, it's a destiny run. He's on the race to 70, nothing gonna slow him down. MJ hats, engines roaring like a king quit, but MJ had he was built for this grit. Through lag, through bugs, through the endless grind, he keeps pushing forward with a champion's mind. He's on the race to 70, the finish line in sight. MJ hats warp trail blazing like a comet in the night. When that upgrade hits, the whole alliance will cheer. MJ had made it happen, the legend's finally here. Op7 unlocked and the galleys knows the fact. He climbed the mountain and he ain't looking back.
Mudo, welcome in. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome in. How is everybody doing this evening? If you don't know who I am, most of you do though. If you don't know who I am, my name is MJ Hat, and thank you for coming in. I didn't really get to put out stream announcements. I'll do that as we get started. Oh, already lost in. Thank you for the sub, man. Appreciate that. I'm surprised Baby Shark wasn't already on the agenda there. So, good shout, Lost In. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you, dude. Let's see here. I've got to do a couple of things, but so far I have Rage, Pal, Sammy, Siggy, Yendis, and Ghost Pepper on the stage. Guys, welcome in. How are we doing this evening?
Not too bad.
Not too bad.
All right.
Just chilling. We're just chilling.
Getting ready to bubble up for incursions.
Oh, fuck off.
Already?
Really?
That's a week
You
away.
will not be bubbling up.
What do you
Yeah,
mean
put
you
up a 1-week shield.
Why are you so what? That's
But
wait.
for
So
what?
are you not gonna play incursions? Did I hear that right? Is that the facts?
Probably not.
Oh,
Well, they're going back to the old way, and the old way, our server always gets defeated because there's always one idiot that never puts a freaking shield up. And within the matter of a half hour, we're
Right, but that's not
quadrillions
the
behind.
point. The point was we were having fun killing shit. If you're gonna leave me hunting by my goddamn self, no, we hunt and we have fun because it's the only time we get to pretend like we're fucking rogue and there's no goddamn rules and we get to hunt shit and we hunt shit together. You cannot take that away from me.
Pepper, breathe.
I am.
Breathe.
I'm just saying she can't take it away from me.
Time out,
Well,
ladies. Time out.
I like the old way and the new way that they did.
Oh, I hate all of the new scoring, like all of that shit. Fuck it. I'm with her on all of that. I'm just saying, like, she can't leave me. That's it.
Yeah, Lost In, I agree. Lost In says idiots welcome in other people's servers. Yeah, that's exactly it. Let me get the songs going, as you guys have already kind of filled up the song.
Okay, Lawson, it's not about that though.
No, not at all.
No, it's not. But like, okay, you have no choice on who you're fucking matched with. You're matched with your server. You have to find your people. And the problem is nowadays we're so fucking disassociated that we can't even find our own fucking people. And then when we do, shit happens and diplomacy and drama and whatever the fuck happens. So it's a whole goddamn thing.
Breathe, Pepper. Breathe, because I can feel it. You're like angry this evening, and ooh.
Hey, I'll back off. I'll back off.
You're good. You're good, but just breathe, man. Just breathe.
But I'm not wrong. I might be intense, but I'm not wrong.
I gotta fix a tablet because the kids have been giving me hell today because it's hot in here, and we went out for a little bit, and then I was on Nigel's. Google stopped. That's weird. What did you do to it? No, you've done something wrong. Uh-oh. So anyway, no, you're good, Lost In. You're good. I'm still putting out notifications too because the toddler's giving me a run for my money here. Can I can't even get the drop down menu. What did you do to this? God. Oh, kids, am I right?
I don't even bother with incursions. I do the SMS and for like the PvP kills, and then I'm done.
Yeah.
That's probably all I'll do.
Anger manager, thank you for asking. Things are getting will be better in a few days. The funds that we raised last week were put on hold. So I had to wait 10 days, right? And today's day 7. I hope that's not 10 business days because then we'll be here another week. But I'm to the point. We don't have any air conditioning back here because there's no electricity, right? And the computers run on the extension cords. I got lamps hooked up to the extension cords, fans. I tried to run an extension cord for the AC, but that was no bueno. So, otherwise, things are good. I'm supposed to go speak with someone tomorrow afternoon about an apartment. So things are looking on the up and up. But none of that could have been done without you guys' help. To be clear, so huge shout out to the members of the community that come in and Lost In for taking the initiative and being like, "Hey, make this happen." Nigel Rovers for what he does, which is a lot. Don't be fooled. I'm very grateful. It's dead. Where's your tablet? You're gonna get in trouble tonight. Yeah, you are. Here, why don't we do this? That should calm you down. Sorry, guys. It's very rough. Thank you, Dark Tree. I appreciate that. Now you hush, Buddha. Don't you be telling him things to do like that. That's messed up, bro. That's messed up. Yeah. So Pedro, Pay. Thank you for that. No, it's already there. Captain Hammer. Lost Ends done come in and beat you to it. So he's got the quickness. Jim Pie, welcome in, man. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Guys, there is a new redeem. By the way. A new exclamation point. It is exclamation point producer. And it's a little clip from 6 a.m. this morning. You guys, you'll probably love that. So, the look on that man's face.
You felt that.
Isn't that funny?
Is that level up?
You're alive.
No. No, anybody can do it. Just the
Oh,
look
come
on
on.
his face.
Have any of you guys heard of a guy named Jack the Ripper?
No, but I know Jack the
Like
Ripper.
the serial killer?
Well, that's
Yes.
what the name is. It's a guy that will go around to like Ren fairs and he just uses whips and sings
Oh
along.
my god, what is on your Twitch?
What's what? You gotta be
Oh,
more...
Buddha knows.
Oh, Jock the Whipper.
Yeah, Jacques.
You can't be throwing it and expect it to work, Matthew. Quit. It has to charge. Yeah, you killed it. It's your fault. You killed it.
Okay, at least some people know who he is.
Give me just a second.
Does he fall asleep? Because evidently I only know people that fall asleep.
Any?
You know yourself, Ron?
What?
You saying you know yourself now?
Oh, that would be like an improvement.
The Slayer Man.
Sorry about that. I had to get him sorted. He's temperamental tonight. And his bald companion. Oh my goodness. Okay. Ooh, tacos. I see what you did there. Yeah, so
Not it.
first things first. Let's talk about incursions. Okay? And I think everybody knows who they're matched up against. Everybody knows what's on the agenda as far as that goes, right? So I've got Jules Verne again. And after what he said to me last night, and he did, he was like, "Come get me, MJ. Come get me. I'll see you in the Vale, bro." Well, I don't think he realized that he'll see me next week. So any of you guys on 44 with Jules. I'm gonna need base locations. I sent Lost in, and well, I didn't really send him, but I tipped Lost in off that there was a veil clear going on last night, and
I tipped off Jason's chat as well.
yeah, just
Oh, they're not going to be able to help you now.
what do you mean? What do you mean? What?
What? Are they just going to give you the locations constantly?
No, not constantly. Here, I got you, Wally. I'll max it out. That should make things a lot better. Can you hear me better, Wally? Is that good? Discord, can you guys hear me better? Stage?
Oh, you've been fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Thank
sound good.
You
5
weren't
by
supposed
5.
to say anything. You're supposed to be silent.
Well,
I
nice
mean, there
try,
is
but
that.
I have the voice meter too, and it's spiking though. I don't really much care for it spiking. So let's bring it
Well,
down
it's not.
just a smidge, just a little bit. All right, so incursions. Are you so far? I'm seeing good things in chat. Dark Tree's like, let's get our raid on. There's also Tiny Girl Big Show. I think that's about you, Pepper. Let's see.
Who said that?
Children are better seen and not heard. Well, I tried Dark Tree, but you know, it's not. It's like that. It's like that. No, I'm
Okay, we
kidding.
sites have their place. It's fine.
Ha 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 ha. That sounds dirtier than Pepper's Alliance. There you go. Still needs to be competitive, but better than the Armada. I agree. Oh my goodness.
You, Simon?
Jimmy. Haven't seen you in a while. The incursions are you on 41, Jimmy? I think you're on 41. Are the incursions?
Is that Jimmy TV?
Yep.
Wait, is that Jimmy TV?
Sure is. Sydney says best babysitter is duct tape. Agreed. Rating is back on the boards. It's a plus.
For Jimmy.
Rating is back on the boards. It's a plus. Low to mid ops need the resources, and G6 and G7 need the resources for the 30 chess convert to Sigma pool. Jeff, I agree. That's a huge plus, isn't it? It's a huge plus. Yeah, Dark Tree. I don't really have the right words. Lady Patu, welcome into the stage. Good to have you. So guys, exclamation point Discord if you want to come up to the stage. We have 6. I'm going to max it out at 8, okay? But we can rotate folks in and out, so no worries. Just find us in the doobie den. So, the Swiss flag is a huge plus. There you go. Well, that's wild that I didn't know that was a thing, KA. I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh no.
Yeah,
No, I think
guys,
knowing that I have green hair and being a real female.
I know what you're thinking, and let's just move forward. I'm curious about things, so we'll discuss it. That threw me off. That threw me so far off. Jeff says I have one quad. Fair. I have one quad regular trip that is only enough for 3 months of pools. Not a big enough horde for me. Dark Tree says G4 needs raiding, incursions, plain and simple. That's a valid point. I like that the Nightbot in the Doobie Den is called the Doobie Dealer. That's funny. Buddha, that's a good shout, buddy. Yeah, song requests are still going. They're playing in the background. Chat, I want to know, where do you guys stand? Are you excited? Are you not excited? I will probably run a poll at some point. Maybe if we get some more folks in.
Is it only incursion?
Yeah, incursion.
Well,
let me see if I can't actually start a poll, because new poll, because I want to see what the chat says. I want to see what, and please go vote in this, because I turn these in, actually, with my reports. So, incursions back to old. Excited or not?
The point I had was the same as before, is where us being level locked is a good and bad thing. And maybe they should not allow the level locks on the bases so that we can raid and get those giant scoops. Otherwise, the rest of us, like, it's good in, like, okay, you're level 72, so you can't hit me now. Oh, darn. Okay, great. Like, but we also can't raid higher up. And that is where the big points happen. That's where we get trillions of scoops that we would never get before.
Right.
And so
It's a double-edged sword.
it is.
So-
And so I also, like, I appreciate the downward cutoff because I am a fan of, like, I don't want to punch too far low. You know, I'm not that person. But I want to be able to punch higher. But I can't do shit. So
I did put it.
if
I
they're
did put a
going to
poll
be
up.
blocking all of this, then maybe they should find a way where it's only bases that don't have the band. You know what I mean? And I
Hey,
said that before in Nigel's thing.
I didn't know you could do that from the Discord. That's actually hilarious. He's adding song requests from the stage chat. That's insane.
Who?
Wait.
Killer Angel. Triple B says, not excited, same old crap, not worth my time. Make rewards better than I may indulge in it. Please go vote in the poll. I want there's 3 options to the poll. I'm excited, not excited, or I'm going to bubble either way. So I'm curious what you guys are going to say.
MJ,
Either way, it looks like-
Did they change the rewards?
No,
Not to my knowledge.
they
No.
changed the scoring. They changed the scoring to go back to the original.
Correct. PvP banding makes you helpless, says Wally. I can see that. I can see where that's an issue. There is a movement. 48, I think she is. There is a movement to remove ops banding for incursions. So just be aware, okay? I feel like that's important. You need to be aware that probably isn't going to be how that thanks for spraying me. Appreciate that. Probably ain't going to be changed on this one, but I would imagine going forward, once we give some feedback in, that will be how that works.
Well, we have too many minor instances where others can't get over each other, so we can have solid conversations. So I'm sure we're just gonna have like another battle of the 72s against each other because they can't keep arguing even here. So
give me just a second. Let me send a message because I feel like I need to. Bop bop. Hold on, I'm responding to a DM.
Oh, wow.
yeah, we all are.
Sorry.
While he's responding, there ain't nothing better than smacking a quad. There ain't nothing better than smacking a quad with my new
That's
range.
what she
New
said.
range. I'm telling you.
Right.
It's just thrilling. And then they kill it with something small and they don't even get the loot.
Fair. Anger Manager says the 72s beat up on the 67s and up since that is a black hole. It is rough. It is rough. Dark Tree says, and I quote, raiding incursions may not be important to G6 and 7. 6-7, by the way. See what you did there. But please think of mid-ops at the same time. Well, sure. But I feel like if we were to revert at least back to the old PvP banding during incursions, and maybe not free for all, maybe not everybody should hit everybody, but the lower should be able to punch up and raid. And if you're being raided, you should be able to defend your base. Like there's so many nuances, right? I don't know. I kind of feel like that works both ways. That poll, by the way, has 10 minutes on it. I would like everybody to go vote if you can. Like, please, please, please go vote. I need to hear. I want to be able to turn it in whether people are excited or not, because it all goes back with my numbers, okay? Which, speaking of my numbers, we are we're slowly making our way to this partner push. Now we're not there yet. We're not to the point that we're actually pushing yet. Dark Tree or Sea Engineering rather. Thank you for the 7. Appreciate that. And Apocalypse, thank you for the 7. You guys are awesome. Appreciate that. Yeah, lurk lives matter, so don't forget. Nemesis, what are you doing with the 10 bomb, dude? Thank you. Thank you. That's freaking awesome. I appreciate that. Seriously. You didn't have to, dude. I will tell you this: if we finish a level 5 hype train, we'll give away some merch. Since Fisty just dropped in some. Yep. Do you have to have an ID to vote, Austis? Yes. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Oh, and this is a treasure train. Okay. So 35% off 5+ gifted subs. So, gift subs are $20 for a 5-pack. That's awesome. Please consider that. That would be lovely, lovely, lovely. But one more sub to get us to level 4. My hype trains are on easy. Thank you, Fisty. Fisty with 10. Dude, legend. Well, yeah, I definitely appreciate therapy. Let's see.
Well, as everyone said,
Oh
we
my God,
appreciate that you
Nemesis.
have therapy.
Oh,
You love me.
Nady one and Nemesis. Chill, Daddy.
Again?
Fuck. Damn.
What are you
Thank
trying to
you, Nemesis.
prove? He's gonna be like Steinman, another show off.
Thank you. Well, there's the level 5, so we're probably way past that. Yeah, we're on 8 now. We're on 8. That's insane. Yep, free stuff. You got it, Fisty. We can do that. Complete the level 10. And yeah, we'll do a second piece of merch. So
Also, MJ, back to incursions.
Yeah.
There is no 67 that can't kill an amalgam. There just isn't. So you can defend.
Well, okay, no, hold on. My point was, like, let's say, and you're right, right now there's not, but if we were to loosen up the banding, right, I want to be able to punch down. I very much appreciate that, Nemesis. Thank you. Seriously. That's legendary. And Fisty, let's be clear, guys. I'm getting the marbles booted up, but you're right, Yendis. You're absolutely right. There's no reason I shouldn't be able to defend against a player in the same range using an amalgam. Thank you.
No, what I mean is your biggest warship will kill a 72 amalgam or 72 new Grange is 72. Any of the surveys
should. While I'm getting this pulled up, let me. Yeah. Checking. Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what I heard, Nemesis. That's what I heard. So many funny things. Has that been taken care of just yet?
Well, what did you hear?
Let me just oh, look, I got community coins. Let me switch this over so you guys can see what
are you talking about my biggest ship?
Oh, no. Nemesis said he heard stuff. I was asking what he heard.
No, I mean his post.
So, guys, again, we are in a hype train. It's a treasure train. Gift subs are they're 30% off, 35% off. 5 packs or more. We need 10 to finish the level 8. If we were to complete the level 10, we can give out a second piece of merch. But that being said, let me get this started. Give me a number, somebody in chat, please. 12, thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Thank God it's. Oh well, we're gonna try it. So there we go. Exclamation point play, people. Don't forget you can customize your ball. The numbers are on the side there. Get in where you fit in. You know what I mean? Well,
That's what she said.
Greg, I don't on my tongue. Or Jacob Fatu says too. We got 90 seconds left on the hype train, so I'm gonna start the 60-second timer.
Oh shit!
Get in. Where does this even go? Oh wow. Okay, this one might be a long one, so we'll see. 70 seconds. And the poll is over. 38% said no. They are not excited that we're going back to the old. 9 said yes, and 7 said gonna bubble either way. I don't really care. Awesome. I'll turn that in when I turn in my stuff. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Seriously.
So what song is actually playing right now on stream?
You should be able to pull that up, pal. You have the power.
Well, yeah,
the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Sweet transvestite. That's great. Y'all are fucked up. Y'all are fucked
That
up.
was mine.
That's great. Yeah, exclamation point play. And do remember, we're in a treasure train. 30 seconds left. Get us to complete the level 10, and we'll give out a second piece of merch. The balls are off though. Now's the time for biddies. I see all kinds of folks. Looks like Fisty's in the lead. No, I could be wrong. Divine Divinity, you're dead. There come the biddies. Yeah, Fisty's in the lead. Who did that? Thank you, Simon, for the 100 biddies. Appreciate you. Oh, boom. Simon, I think you just boomed yourself to death. Thank you, Lost In. That gives us another 5 minutes on the hype train, guys. Fisty is way up front, followed by Nemesis, followed by Simon. This one's a weird course. Like, I don't think I've ever been on this course. KA's getting ahead there. KA took a massive lead. Captain Hammer's right there, too. Oh, my goodness. Iron Fister with 1,000 bits. Lots of boom booms and all that. Oh, KA, you're dead. Fisty killed you. C Engineering, you're dead. Well, I can't get off the... Let me go to the first place person. Captain Hammer or Simon, you guys are neck and neck. Here, I'm gonna not lock in here. I wanna zoom out. Okay. Yeah, Barack Lesnar. That's it. Thank you, Nevin. Big Booty Banger, you dead. Fisty, you dead. Captain Hammer. Looks like this is Captain Hammer's race. We are 12 subs out on the level 9. Captain Hammer, congratulations. I died. There's no surprise there. Simon, you got second. Well, he is just a boy Cartman. And I'm sorry, you're right. You're just a boy. Thanks, guys. Seriously, that's awesome. Ronda Rousey could make Brock tap based on last night's obliteration. So I hear.
Of course.
Captain Hammer, ping me on Discord, and I will get you a link to your merch, sir. That being said, like I said, guys, complete the level 10, and we'll give out another piece of merch. So I know you guys. That's 12 subs to get us there. That's a big ask. Let's finish. Let's get to a level 10. That's probably better, because that's just the 12 subs. So we got 2.5 minutes. Just to be clear, Captain Hammer. Wow. Let me screenshot that. That way I have it. Yeah, I see that, Pepper. I see what you're doing there. You better be careful. You never know when I'm going to flip the screen share on.
Anytime, anywhere.
And Simon with the 15. Thank you, Simon.
Oh, hey, Vina.
Yo.
Yeah, you missed it.
Oh, I was PM'd.
I'm sure. All right.
But you were VM'd.
I'm lagging up hell. Why am I lagging?
Was it about a catfish?
Do tell.
Bread, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. All right, hold on. Hold on, something's wrong.
Hold on, I gotta
Lagging
go.
uphill.
I gotta go in my multiple Twitch accounts and report and a Twitch
You do
channel.
what you got to do.
Sorry.
You got to do what you got to do. Thank you for popping in, Jason. You know I loved you. All right, race
That's
menu.
what
Let's
she
get
said.
the second. Let's get the second race pulled up because
So what she said, unless you're catfishing.
Up. Lord, you guys are crazy. You guys are crazy. Yeah, that felt like a test to me. By the way, that felt like a test. Give me a number, chat. Anybody in chat want to give me a number? 8. Thank you, Lady Patu.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Here we go.
Same
get this
number I was
queued
about
up.
to drop.
All good. All good. We need 15 subs to complete the level 11. That's a huge ask. You guys have done plenty. Seriously. But it is 35% off. So exclamation point play. Get your balls on the board, people.
That's what she said.
That is every day. Every day. This is great. This is great.
I know. You all should be better.
Captain Hammer, I'm not
Put
going
the
to check
balls
that
on
until
the
after
table.
the. I'm not going to check that till after the stream, okay? Because I want to make sure. How long we got on the hype train?
15?
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start the 60-second timer. I'm in. Guys, get your balls in. Right now, there's 29 of you.
That's what she
29
said.
of you. On the felt, it says. Which is interesting.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Does anyone want to drop 1,000 subs?
Pepper. No, listen, Griffin's not here. Chill. Also, I'm not
Y'all
his.
gotta
I'm not
finish
his
the
partner.
rest. You need to
Thank you
finish
for the
the
10,
rest.
Pepper. Thank you for the 10, Pepper. That's awesome. Jason with the 5.
next.
Thank you. Thanks, guys. Appreciate
No
that.
Is that where you're
problem.
calling in now? They're partners?
Well, yeah, they are partners.
Who?
They are partners.
Yeah.
Who?
They share a room and everything on the trip, huh?
Simon, that's
Who
kind of the
is
point.
partner?
Dark Tree, chill, Dark Tree, chill. Anyway, thank you. Yeah, I know,
I
right?
have
know.
questions.
Balls are dropped. Here we go. And the survey says Nemesis. Rightly so. You're out front. Followed by Swag, Martok, Beached Whale, Bacon Fish, Ruby. Lots of good people. Rage is now in the lead. I'm not going to zoom in because when I zoom in, it starts to lag. So, yeah, Rage is up front. Bacon Fish is a close second. This is tight, actually. That's what she said.
I'm rubbing off on you. Also, what she said.
Damn it, Pepper.
I regret nothing.
John Drell, you're up front. Followed by Free Swag, Bacon Fish, and Jeff Games. Caledon. Here we go. This is where the track gets a little crazy. It's a little bit of a split here. And on the 11, we need 21. Jeez, that's huge. That's a huge. Yeah, don't. Well, it is. It's quite large. It's girthy. John Drell. You got stuck by the paddles in Bacon Fish. Bacon Fish is up front. Agonor. Now we're coming through. We're almost to the end, guys. Who's it going to be? Bacon Fish, congratulations on your next piece of merch. Shoot me a DM, Captain Hammer, and I'll tell you what. We get to... I have to say it now because we got 2.5 minutes. We're at an 11. Get to a 13. Which complete this level in one more, and we'll do another giveaway. But honestly, no pressure. Let me know what you guys want from the store. Let's not make it crazy, but I can do. I know Bacon Fish, you already have a rocks glass, so yeah, just both of you guys let me know what's up because I never specified what we were giving away. $20, $30, somewhere in there. We can do that.
Yeah, you could even get a towel with a live specimen straight from MJ Hat.
Well, the big towels are quite pricey, so the little towels would be better. The little towels would be better. Anywho, we can figure it out though. We can figure it out. You guys just let me know. Shoot me a DM. Captain Hammer, I know you've already DM'd me. Thank you, Akarim. That's great. That's great. We've got 90 seconds left on the hype train. In the meantime, we were talking about incursions. Check out the new desk mat, says Dark Tree. Hell yeah, the Revolution X desk mat. It's actually quite nice. I'm very pleased with it. The other thing is, I'm about an hour from parking that night. For the night. All right, Bacon, take your time, dude. No rush.
Oh, just get a hotel.
He can pick. It's fun. It's fun. Yeah. Fisty. What? Nope.
Fisty's not in this one. Fisty's
Thanks,
like,
man.
fuck all of you.
Fisty just sent me a free hat. I love you, Fisty.
Oh.
I'm gonna claim that right quick. Cause
Is it the same hat that I need to model again? Your hat boy hat?
No, this one's Fisty's hat. It's Fisty's hat. He's sending me one.
Oh, you're so much cooler. Okay, got it. You are ranking way higher than the rest of us. Got it.
No, it ain't even like that.
But sure.
10 seconds left on the hype train. Let it die. Let it die. Baconfish says, I'm going to be parking where I'm picking up golf carts in the morning. Motels cost money. I can sleep in my truck for free. Fair. Guys, thank you for the level. I think
Baconfish and I are going to be friends.
Thank you for the level 11 hype train. That was 80 subs. You guys are insane. 80 subs and 1,300 bits. Thank you. Seriously.
Why are you now? Stop.
Killer Angel.
That's huge. That's
you
huge.
know we won. Stop acting surprised.
KA says, I heard free head. I think bring it on, MJ. Listen, $20 is $20. I don't know about free. Lady Patu, thank you for coming in tonight. Let me switch us back over to STFC. Thank you for coming in tonight, Lady Patu. You have a wonderful evening. Yeah, we should be back in STFC now. If not, please tell me. I think we are. This is the crew that I'm using for the Academy hostiles on screen. Oh, Dark Tree, I doubt that that's still the case. Let me check. Let me look at something. I'd be really surprised. Wow. Okay, I'm really surprised. Martok, thank you for the lurk, man. Stay frosty. Appreciate that. Nemesis, you guys, Fisty, Pepper, Jason, thank you all. Lost in the legend. You guys are fucking great. I could not ask for any more support. You guys are awesome. That being said, incursions. People aren't excited from the way my poll read. Let me pull that back up so I can read it again. Fire Force, thank you for the lurk, my dude. Appreciate that. Lurk lives matter. We are up to 60 viewers, so please, if you can try to get people in here, that would be fantastic. That partner push is beginning, and it's very, very real. So, the other thing is I don't know if you guys noticed, I made some new emotes, and they've people are about it, but the first 3 out of these are flipping awesome. So, just gonna throw that out there. Stop looking at your poll. I can't help it. Let me pull that back up because I want to see it again. Yes. 38% said not excited for incursions. 35% said excited, and 27 said I'm bubbling either way. I don't care. So fair.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, I agree. So lots of different opinions. I thought people would be excited to switch back to the PvP system. So that kind of, That kind of sets me back a little bit. I was just kind of like, wow. You know what I mean? I really like the Data Crying 1KA. You like Vader? Awesome. Thank you, Ruby. Appreciate that. At Mord, he isn't looking at his pole. He's trying to find his pole. Well, I know where it's at. It's right there. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm waiting on my V-neck shirt, by the way. Super excited for that, Jason.
I made the Timo hat, so I gotta send you the link soon.
Yes, I'm getting all the hats. I can't wait. I'm gonna switch hats every stream. It's gonna be awesome. I already do, but it's gonna be awesome. So wait till I get set up in the new place and I have them like as a backdrop on the wall. That'll be so cool. That'll be so cool. Tepe says one whale being unshielded and losing for the entire server isn't any more exciting than the armadas. They need to do some other PvP mechanic. Fair. That's a good way to look at it, Tepes. Simon says, I like the PvP, that PvP actually mattered in the newer system. Well,
no, that's not how that worked.
The armadas were the pain.
Yes, the armadas are a pain in the ass, and the armadas scored all the points, but the PvP part that had so much more potential did not do as well. It wasn't the other shit.
Nemesis says docked resources should be how it counts. Well, I'm going to respond to that, Nemesis, because the problem I think with that is they can't really tag where you get it from. Because, you know, some hostiles out there will give you Parasteel and they'll give you Trid.
But even then, it wouldn't matter during an incursion because we're still level locked. Like, I cannot hit anything over 57. Like, it doesn't fucking matter at that point. Like, that idea, it doesn't matter. Everything else, there are many other options that should be considered.
And to your point, Pepper, the level lock is a problem. I agree with you. It's a big issue. Asta says the old way is boring. That's why we demanded change. And yeah. Also,
yes, you're not wrong.
Mord is absolutely
I'm sorry,
right.
I'm not muted. I'm sorry. I'm agreeing with everyone, but I'm not muted.
Breathe, Pepper. She's fiery. That's why we love her. Mord says, not the player's job to work out the tech, make it work, fix it. Thank you, Mord. Hell yes. That's the words I was looking for. Ruby says, I want incursions back to normal, PvP banding back to normal, just for incursions. Well, I think there shouldn't be any PvP banding for incursions. That's just me.
I'm open to non-PvP banding on bases.
Okay.
Let everything else have the banding that they put in, but take it away from the bases.
Pepper, I meant to ask you, how big is your alliance?
Oh. 94.
That means I
think
can't defend my own base against you?
Correct.
You absolutely should be able to.
That's bullshit. You should not be able to raid my base, and I cannot attack you, though.
It should, because you should also know what a shield button is, and those are free, so fuck off.
You see, I agree with Rage. It should be able
You
to be
want a
done both
fucking
ways.
handout.
It should go both ways.
I don't want a handout.
If you hit me, I should be able to hit you, period.
I agree.
Yeah,
I'm okay.
Both ways.
I am absolutely okay if you want to hit me when I'm hitting you. I am okay with that. I have zero fucks on that. That is fine. Hit me when I'm hitting you, all for it. But at the same time, like, okay, sorry.
You're good. Rage, make your argument right quick.
I did.
Okay.
It goes both ways. If you want to be able to punch up and hit a 72, I should be able to hit you, period.
I agree.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Good.
I agree. Yeah. I agree wholeheartedly. But I feel like the only way to make this work in the entire PvP society and all the levels is like the option of the bases being the ones that don't have a level lock.
Thank you, Lost.
I don't know how else to make it work. I want all the hitting. I want all the PvP. I want all the raiding. I don't know the right answer.
Hold on.
But I agree with you.
But if the bases are the ones that don't have the level locks, then how can Rage or me hit you back.
Which is why there shouldn't be one period, like during incursions specifically. And I'm going to die on that hill. I am. I'm going to
not
die
against
on that
this.
hill. Let me.
I'm really
Tenji
not
is not
this.
paused, is it? Because I'm not.
Oh, please, not right now. I want to hear this call. Let it not be running. I want to hear what these people have to say. These super friends.
Well, no, I was actually going to pause it. That was the why I was asking.
I don't know if Scopely is sophisticated enough to understand, like, if we made it like a base only thing, right? Like, hypothetical, this is all hypothetical. I'm talking out of my asshole, okay? Like, hypothetical, we could hit bases no matter your level. And then once it was understood that you were hitting a base, then your base was also open, right? Because that seems fair, right? You're hitting, I'm hitting back, which should be fair. I'm okay with that. I don't know how that would work.
Hold that thought for a second. Cottontail, buddy, welcome in. Thank you for the raid, dude. Appreciate you. We're talking incursions, and we've got a debate going on right now. We've got Pepper, and we've got Yendis, we've got Pal, Rage, Jason, and Sammy all on the stage. The Discord is open, so those of you that want to come in, Fisty, good to see you, buddy.
I can answer Ghost Pepper's question.
Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead, Yendis. Go ahead, Yendis.
If you don't want to fight, you don't want to be hit, go below 20. You want to fight?
Absolutely, I want to fight. I want to hit.
They already have an action for that. Just stay below 20 and you don't have to worry about being hit. You don't have to fight.
To the same right now.
But if you want to throw down the gauntlet,
hold on.
Come on
Let
up.
him finish.
You want to throw down the gauntlet, come on up and hit somebody. That's what that dynamic is for.
And I want you to. I want you to hit them. I want us to hit each other. Like, I want all of that to happen. But the parameters are not the same.
Trying to catch up here. Kill everyone, raid them, give me the resources, says Dark Tree. Well, it doesn't work that way. You have
Hell
to share.
yeah, Hell Hydra, Dark Tree.
Dark Tree says.
Akram said, I saw a suggestion of a capture the flag type thing earlier, and that could be applied as your base could be hit once to get captured. I think it's more of a the idea was they dictate a system and it'd be like territory. The more ships you have in that system, the more points you score. So,
but Scopely is complicated so much that we can't simplify something that should actually be simple.
Okay. I'll take that. Wow, we jumped up right quick. Thank you guys. Appreciate that.
Hey, here's something I'll say about the incursion and bringing it
Please,
back to the way
Fisty.
it was. It's 12 hours, guys. Remove all level banding, and if you don't want to play, go to a 19 and under. Put up a 24-hour shield and don't play. If you want to play, play. And if you want to play. And if you find people in the game that don't have a shield up, well, guess what? Your server is going to lose. It's going to go back to the way it was, and and to be honest with you, a lot of people really liked it and they missed it. I know there are a lot of people who didn't like it, but I think it's better this way, and it's for 12 hours, guys.
It's
12
not
hours.
24.
That's it.
Now, you see, I think that's a detriment, Fisty. I don't like the fact that it's 12 hours. I would like it to go back to 24. Just because there's
Screws with the nighttime crew.
Exactly. There's not enough hours in the day, right? So
Agreed. It's worldwide. It's worldwide. Right. The time is worldwide. That's the way it should be.
Now, do you guys know? I didn't really get to catch it. Do you guys know if they're going to stack it like they did the Armada incursions? Like APAC went first, EU goes second, and then North America goes third, or is it all going to be done at the same 12 hours?
No, it's spread between 2 days, 3 days, whatever it was.
Okay.
It's on the blog post, but I don't have it out of me. But
yeah, thank you, Broken Wolf. Broken Wolf posted it in chat. It's EU,
Thank
US, then APAC. So,
yep.
Uh-oh.
It'll help with the lag. It'll help with the lag.
Sure will. Tepe says, I don't like that one inactive person loses for the whole server. Scoring should just be spaceships, PvP, nothing else. That way it's always just people that are active enough that they launched a ship. I think that's fair, Tepes. I agree.
Except it's not worth the effort. If you can't stack all that RSS, it's not worth the effort. Why play? For a trophy? Are you kidding? A hailing signal? Are you kidding?
But at this point, like if you're in ops, if you're a G6 or above, the RSS you're getting, you don't need anymore. You get so much of it as is that it's just pointless.
There's never enough.
Ruby
Actually,
says,
that's a change. People are. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Ruby says, I have an idea that could possibly solve the problem of one person running the incursions for everyone. I'm curious to hear it. Because that my inglorious sister, I said that. How would that work? Purdy for Garlic Chili says, DOS don't know about that. We're playing you, but our stink too. What? Whoever plays server 20 gets an auto win, no one shields. Well, okay. I think if I'm understanding, and I'm curious to see what Ruby's going to put here, because she very boldly says, "Hey, I've got an idea." What is it, right? That okay, hold on. Too many things going on at once. I need resources now, says Caledon. The increase in the refineries to 30 times is great. Red Rum Ruby, is it story time? Says Mord. I hope so. We need story time.
Misty!
Yep. Big Booty Banga says, I need Sigma. Oh, don't we all? Crocus, even though, let me tell you something. If I were to raid someone lower, I would be able to convert all that to Sigma still, and I'd be okay with that. So, no worries.
I would just say I do let my smaller guys spend the 18 plus hours on the regular incursions to do the rating for the RSS I don't need, and then just have them call me when they get close to Sigma.
Right.
Because all the other stuff, I can't even get rid of my par steel.
As far as those resources, give me just 5 seconds. With all the resource stack, though, that changed to 30 times. People that are new to G6 and G7 are starting to burn through some of their old resources. So
yes.
I still just do the 10 times.
Well, me too, but that's only because I don't have enough to do the 30 times. If I do have enough to do the 30 times, by God, I do it. So, but honestly, I could get away with the 10 times and it'd be fine. The point we're trying to make, right? Like Doss is saying, I have 40 quad parasteel. Anyone needs
You're
some?
not getting rid of that because of the
Sigma?
daily pull. You're not.
Yeah. Here, I gotta grab a baby.
That conversion rate, no, you're not getting rid of that.
Yeah. Ruby, there's our answer. Each base gets a currency. Wait. One type for each server. It is a fixed amount for all bases. Once that gets rated out of a single base, the opposite server can't score additional points from that one base. But how do we remove it after? Because that's actually brilliant. That's brilliant. Mord says, Fisty is 100% correct. I need more original Trit. There it is. You hear that?
Go raid for that shit right now.
And
That's
Austin says,
you don't need incursions for that.
Austin says none of that works if everyone is bubbled. Fair. But I mean, that's true either way. Austin. So, there's got to be a middle ground. Ruby's idea is actually really good. Let's say red token, blue token, right? It's that simple. And you get 1,000, and each time your base gets hit, you take 10. So, I'm just trying to do math here. That gives you 100 hits. If your base gets hit 100 times, you're out. So, that's not a bad shout.
So, what was stopping people from still raiding a base last month in the old system. You just didn't
Nothing.
score points in the incursion. You could
Yep.
still do it, so
Oh, I did it last month.
I don't see the complaint in that regard.
There's
Let
just
me
no
ask-
reason to.
Let me ask the
Well,
question.
to be honest, nobody defended because it wasn't worth anything. So they would
There
just
is.
bubble up. Nobody defended.
But that's
You
also
couldn't get a good
bullshit.
excuse me. You couldn't get a good
Okay, I'm
fight.
sorry.
You couldn't get a good fight. Nobody would fight.
Well, if a lower ops player, like so many are complaining about, in terms of they need the resources, they don't want someone to defend. They want the free resources. And the
Not
whole
true.
people just
We want
bubble
to
up.
fight and we want the resources. We want to earn the shit that we're getting.
And it's hard for me to speak for them because I'm a 72. I'm not, you know what
We're
I mean?
not looking for
I'm
fucking
looking to fight.
handouts. We just want to be a part of it to help the like.
I don't think that that's okay. I know that that was said once or twice, but I don't think that's the point here, Pepper. I think that it's more about I think it's more about fairness, right? Like I think the level lock thing, throw it out the window. I want to be able to hit you if you could hit me. I agree with what Rage said on that front. Trying to keep up with chat here, but we are very, very busy tonight, and I'm very, very happy about it. Darktree says, hold on, that is not true at all. I enjoy the fight, and I sure as hell do not want a handout. Excuse me. No one's accusing anybody. Okay.
Thank you.
Hold on. I don't think that G4 players are wanting a handout from the G6, G7 community. Although, let me be honest here, I would take a handout. I would take it. But
I mean,
I'm not a PvP guy.
Hold on.
We're
When you
all
say
dirty,
I want to
it's
be able to
fine.
punch up to hit the quads so I can grab the most resources.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah, it's the one time that we get to go in and act like rogue assholes and get to shoot shit up. Why do we have to be level locked on what we get for doing it?
I don't know. We are at 9 on the stage, and I've got Beachwell trying to come up as well, and I'd like to give him an opportunity to speak. So I'm going to bring him.
I will be quiet.
Okay. Beachwell, what are your thoughts, dude?
Well, I was just going to start and say, if you want Ghost Pepper to be quiet, there's a way to do that. Okay.
I will cut you.
Well, that's not going to fall asleep, Ghost Pepper. That's.
I've heard that for the past few hours, and it cracks me
I
up.
will cut you. Like, I feel like there's so many of you that now I need to like cut. It's like I'm gonna go back into my corner. I'm gonna be quiet because this is not my Discord. So
That's not possible.
So, all I wanted to say on this about a G4 or G5 being able to hit my base. You know what? If I don't have anybody in my alliance that can't help defend and kill those people, that's on me. I think a G7 crying about a G4 player hitting their base needs to shut it. Just honest opinion.
Warrior, thank you for the hydrate. I got you. Cheers. And thank you, Beachwell. Anybody else got anything they want to add on incursions before we move on to the academy portion of tonight? Wow. I know, Owen Wilson. Wow. Thank you, Sam.
it's now. We know we know you want to speak up. Speak up.
I said since last year, I think incursion should be like territory when it comes to PvP. No banning.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
1000%. That I think unanimously it sounds that way across the board. Corian says, want to hit a G3? Use a G3 ship. That's an idea. Although the thing about that is, Corian, the power would still be like, what's my enterprise?
No.
Let's just take a look.
A G7's G3 ship.
It's by level.
It goes by level.
It
doesn't matter what size ship you have. If you're a 71, you can't hit a G3.
Mord says Jason is trying to summon a scribbler.
Yeah, I said that on purpose because Mort is here, by the way, because I got yelled at last time for sharing my opinion on that.
Well, they could let me hit G3s with the Rialta. That'd be an even fight. Or just let me hit G4s with the Saladin. That'd be an even fight.
It could be an even fight. And even then, it's not.
You're going to win regardless, though. Like a G7's G3 ship fighting a G3 player's G3 ship. You're going to win regardless.
Let me
even with a Rialta.
No,
Yeah.
Hold on.
Go ahead,
Even with
hold on.
Rata. Yeah.
Hey,
Go ahead, MJ.
hold on, guys. Let me ask right here, please. If you guys don't care, let's mute up for me, because we're now at 11 people on the stage, and I don't mind filling the stage up. Let me come to you, though, okay? Unmute, and I'll come to you, all right? Kind of like we do with Nigel. That would be fantastic, if you guys wouldn't mind. Sammy, you just came on the stage. I know you've got something to add there. Go ahead. Sammy?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh, I've been on the stage the whole time.
Well, it was C. Okay, sorry. C
Yes,
engineering.
now it's
Yeah,
your
it's
turn.
me.
Sorry. Go ahead, C.
So when I compare this to the old way we used to do it,
Mm-hmm.
I was able to hit G3 players basically with my relativity
Mm-hmm.
because it was like 200 mil strength. So I could just go hit bases. That's all I would do.
Yeah.
As a G4 player. So I'm looking at this incursion. If I'm G4, ops50, and my relativity is 250 million strength, and I can take out the entire G5 base. Now I'm looking at this and saying, man, it's the server who's like not watching your players say, hey, you need to make sure you get your ISO
Yeah.
up. You need to the ISO attack, ISO defense, get your artifacts maxed out.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a basic training thing that should be a thing. Like Sammy has like higher level stuff than what we're looking at. If you're looking at what I'm looking at, that's lower level. Sammy's coming in at a higher level, so we should see what she needs to say.
Yeah. Go ahead, Sammy. I'm curious.
Are we still talking incursions?
We are.
So I'm at 69, and like last time,
Nice.
I actually enjoyed doing. I really enjoyed the way they kind of set it up. Besides the armadas, whatever. But I
Yeah.
think they should just make it an open thing, where not even a designated PvP system anymore. But you see somebody out there with any kind of ship, you should be able to just go blow it up.
Sure.
But when you make it these armadas, you make it specific places. All you're doing at this point is telling everybody, okay, if you want to participate, you can go participate over here. Otherwise, the rest of you can go off and do whatever you want to do over here, which is what happens. But
Right.
if you open the whole map up for, if you're out floating around, somebody could come find you and smack you, and you're
Mhm.
going to lose points. That's going to make it a lot more interesting.
I agree. I don't know. This seems to be like a hot button issue, man. I like the fact that there's so much back and forth between this, although it's a little chaotic, I'm not gonna lie. So, Yendis, I know you had to take off, bud. Thank you for coming in tonight. I appreciate you. That does leave us to 9. Killer Angel, you came up to the stage a few minutes ago, and you were trying to get your point in, and you couldn't. Let me go ahead and call on you, bud. Where are you sitting on the incursions right now, and how things are? Oh, I don't guess he can type. Give me a sec, he says. All right, well then let me go back around. Pal, you've not got to say very much either, so I'm curious. What about you?
I really don't have an opinion. I'm not going to participate, but the whole idea of just the fact that G4 players want the PvP banning to be abolished.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be both ways, and the fact that if it's not both ways, then by definition it is a handout. You're going to get a higher level player to crack that, say, ops60 player, so that you can rate them. That's free for you as a 45 player.
Yeah.
That is a handout by definition. You
Sure.
can't complain. You're not going to face off against an ops60 player as a 45. That's just not feasible.
Well, no, wait a minute. I don't necessarily agree with that, pal. I think that you can, but the 60 would have to be extremely kind of rushed and squishy. You're valid on that, but it is possible. Okay. No one is saying that anybody here is asking for a handout. He's saying that it feels like a handout. So, like, Pepper, you want to be able to punch up, and I'm going to call on you if you want to unmute for a sec. I know you're trying to punch up.
I do want to punch up.
There's nothing wrong with that. I think.
Absolutely.
I think that people.
I also like do. I think people should mine. They should do whatever your playstyle is. I would love to punch up. That's my playstyle. Doesn't matter for everybody else.
Mm-hmm. The problem is that's a unique perspective. We have a saying, right? And this has gone around the community a couple of ways. Like, I'm going to use Shiz as the example.
It cannot be that unique of a perspective if everybody is still looking for PvP ways.
Hear me out.
I cannot be the only one.
You are a G5 player in G4
No, I'm G4.
I know you are, but you are a G5 player. You can punch up past G5 in G4 clothing. Just like, and Shiz, you know what I'm talking about here. I've said this to you numerous times.
I know, you fuckers pulled up my whole goddamn profile. Sorry.
Shiz is a G6 player, or I'm sorry, a G7 player in G6 clothing, right? Like, I'm a G6 that should be a G6. Who's another example? Jason, you're a G7 that should be a G7. Bad example. Who's another example?
You can use me. That's fine.
You're a G7, and you should be. C Engineering, you should be a G5
thank you.
What's your point?
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. My point is that not everybody, you're not the average player. You're above average.
I get that. I get that I am the minuscule player that most don't want to be.
Correct.
But you should still have the capabilities across the platform. And these keep changing all of that.
Ken Slayer, are you talking about the OG Enterprise? Because I will, and I'll screen share that. So hold on just a second. Ken Slayer, what's your ops, Ken Slayer? 71? Is that right? I feel like that's right. If you're not a 71, you're 70. Here is a screenshot of a G3 Enterprise. Do you want that to hit your base if you're a G3 player? Is that what you're trying to do? Because I'm going to tell you, that's high as fuck for a G3 Enterprise.
But this is what's happening in incursions.
I'm sorry,
these players are the ones that are hiding. They're not the ones out there fighting.
Well, no, that's not true.
We want the opportunity to. We want the opportunity to. That's the whole thing I was arguing about. Is like, yes, I want to join in on the raids. These players are not the ones that are out there fighting. It's all the other giant ones that are, because they get more points. And that's why I keep saying it's going to turn to, again, another fucking whale event. But it's not about that. These players that you are looking at are not out there to try and hit anything on that day.
I will tell you that the players on Twitch are normally the ones, the same ones that participate in incursions. Normally.
On your Twitch.
Well, no, I'm on Twitch, period. Yeah, I can adjust that. Sorry, Mecrack, give me just a second. That's my fault because I had her turned up. We were just discussing getting her a real mic.
I didn't mean to be loud. Was that? I'm sorry.
You're good. You're good. Let me reel the conversation back in because we kind of have went a little sideways. Okay. I want to get Killer Angels and Bacon Fish's perspective, and then we're gonna move forward. All right. So, KA, if you wouldn't mind, I asked you a few minutes ago. You said you were ready to go now. Where are you at?
Hey, Killer.
First of all, can you hear me?
We can. Let me turn your volume up.
Okay, great.
Go for it.
Well, I heard all the different standpoints. I think people that are lower grade should respect their grade and not see like the quadrillions that there are now in the game, or some ops 70 pluses, or maybe even 65s, because they were never there, and that was never the way to rate anyway, like that fast with the Alamagram nowadays.
Sure, but
We started out with like the basic miners, like with the Envoys, with the Horizons, and we went all the way up, and it was just about like the tens of thousands to maybe the trillions, but never the quadrillions. And we always had to pay like the hefty fine to open a base anyway.
Right. That's true.
With the trades and the repairs.
But that's that way of doing incursions is long gone. The amalgam was the change there. Thank you, Retro, for the 7. Appreciate that.
Crocus Maximus.
Hold on.
I just posted this.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna read it out. So this is what he says: I bubble up and ignore incursions.
Okay.
It's not fun trying to do anything and being hit by billions and trillion point chaps while you're just doing dailies and fangs. The PvPers go to the places lower levels need to go to do those dailies and kill them as they come in.
Which is a valid point, and I can get why that would be frustrating. But that's kind of why we announce these fairly early. And some people just don't participate, and I get that. I get that it's not everybody's hot mic.
It doesn't have to be like that basic. It really doesn't have to be that basic. It's so simple. Like, just put out like this is how it works. Join or don't join. Everybody's trying. I feel like everybody's trying to make this so complicated.
All right, let me.
You say it's that simple, but you have to count on people actually paying attention to what is going on, and a good percentage of what.
Pepper,
ma'am, let me finish, please. Let me finish, please.
People in your alliance to get out of fucking TC for nobody listens. Nobody does.
Hey,
sorry.
guys,
You won't let me finish.
Hey, guys, can we not yell at each other?
I'm sorry.
Please.
Yeah,
Let's not do that. Let's not do that. This is a friendly discussion. Okay.
A good portion of the people that you, I'm sorry for getting loud, but you were walking right over me, and it gets frustrating. A good portion of the people a good portion of the people that you're talking about, it's simple. It would be simple if people would actually pay attention to the game. It would be simple to play the game if the game was built right. But we're trying to depend on people that aren't paying attention to what's going on to do the right thing.
I think that's
fair.
I
think that's where a lot of this shit goes wrong. You voicing it is not wrong, but I also think that's where it all goes wrong.
All right.
Oh, I understand that.
That's why I get mad.
Here's the deal. I want to touch with a couple more people. Most of you that are on the stage have had the opportunity to speak, and I want to touch on the ones that haven't. For example, I've got Beached Whale, I've got McShiz, and I think that's everybody with the incursions topic, and then we're gonna move forward. So, Beached Whale or McShiz, whichever one of you guys want to go first. Oh, and Taco.
If you want to go first. I'll offer it up to either you.
Go ahead, Shiz, because Beach Whale's muted. He's waiting for me to go to him. So
I think part of what I first wanted to start in was the comment about, now it's in the quadrillions. But I think I don't know if it's just me, but I swear when it went to quadrillions was after the continuum loop was added. Once the Revenant refinery came in, that like between events changing and just that refinery, that boosted the scoring ridiculous amounts just because people are sitting on that much. So there's that aspect. And I know there's always that aspect of, if people don't want to do incursions, just don't do it. I mean, a big part of how people end up finding those big bases sitting is the people that, oh, I didn't realize the date, I didn't realize the incursions, I didn't realize that. We've all heard all the excuses that everybody happens. And, part of the reason that it works the way that it works is the current setup is you raid to each other's server, which, I mean, it works, it gets the job done. I think there's always also been the thought thrown around of instead of incursions being held on either server, having it be that there's a incursion server. So for each of the pairings, one server that people go in to go to, and maybe it would be a setup where, once you go, you can't get back for the length of incursions, but as it is, that's a big part of where it is. It's hoping that somebody either didn't know or didn't care that it was incursions, and that's the scoring.
More than likely, it's someone that didn't care versus didn't know. So
yeah.
I just to echo some of the points made in chat and some of the things people have been trying to say tonight, all across the board. We don't want. Thank you, Beachwell. I appreciate that. We don't want people we don't want it to go back to one troll can lose us the whole freaking thing, but we also don't like the mechanic that was that they were trying to give us, is how I'm going to phrase that. So honestly, I think there's a middle ground here somewhere. I think there were a lot of good ideas thrown out to the crowd, right? And honestly, we probably should just move on, but I do want to give Taco his chance because he's not got to speak on it at all. So,
hey,
Taco, if you would like, go ahead.
So I'd like to say I'm happy that they went back to the original type of incursions because and they're making it fun again. I was able to see how they did the last incursion. It wasn't fun. It's just all farming and just all farmers doing what they do every day. I mean, you want a full 12 hours of PvP and raiding against other servers that you don't know.
So, let me answer something in chat right quick. Mord asked, "Are the rewards even worth it? Should we ask for better rewards?" We 1,000% should ask for better rewards.
Oh, yeah.
I'm all about that.
And the changes don't just need to be more than just, oh, we rotated the authors. The rewards need to go up. Like the Subspace Relay, one of the slowest buildings to progress. The authors that are sourced through there, now Odo has finally gotten some other sourcing, but they take forever. Like it all just needs a lot more. And I get that people like raiding with incursions, and it's at least something, but humping a base for so long, I don't get the appeal after, crack and maybe a couple scoop. But maybe that's me.
I mean, you're good. You're good. Let's see. Is there anybody else that needs to get something off their chest? Okay.
Well, remember, I muted so McShiz and Taco could talk first. So I'm a little confused about a lot of the complaints, and hear me out. We're going back to what it was before. The problem is they added the PvP banning, which is an issue. But here's the thing. My G4, G5, they ping me, hey, I found a base. Can you come crack it? That was all, that was my day. I love cracking bases for my Alliance members. They're like, hey, some G7 showed up to defend. Cool. I get to fight G7s. I get to fight the higher Ops G6 to protect my lower levels. I don't see why that wasn't fun for people. I do agree, every server has its share of dicks that's going to go people doing their dailies. I think they need to change it so that incursions have a whole new set of dailies built around incursions that gives more incentive for people to participate. Where, as I said earlier today on Nigel's stream, my server averages 34 to 35% participation in incursions.
Yeah.
Granted, I think on a normal day that's not even incursions, I'd be shocked if it was more than 50 to 60%. But you're always going to have those dicks that are, going to go kill G3. I don't go kill G3 I can't kill G3, but before they changed the PvP banning, I didn't run around killing G4 and G5. You know, I might track their base for one of my guys, but that was it. So there's nothing anybody can do about the dick players. That's why I don't like the 10-minute shields for rogues. You know, I don't like the unlimited relocation tokens that we've got because it just makes dick players have more advantage than anybody else in the game can do. And unfortunately, you're always going to have that with incursions too.
Ellie, welcome in. Go ahead. No, you're okay. So, Beached, you make a couple of good points. I appreciate that. I feel like we've kind of beat this one to death, as people were saying, and maybe we should move forward. Maybe we should get off incursions as where we don't know what's coming just yet. It does make things quite a little bit more difficult. It makes we're making a lot of assumptions too. Like we know that this one's going to be this way, but we're assuming that it's going to be bad right off the bat because of our previous experience with incursions before in the 24-hour format. It may or may not be this way. KA. Okay. All right, KA. But then this. Go ahead and get your point out, and then we're gonna move forward after that.
Well, I like to counter like the whole Dick situation because Diclomat just said like he's okay like hitting like a base or a player that's raiding because there's another player that's being a little bit stronger and he's popping in to defend him, right? And what is opposed to that player then just retaliating against your server or being basically a dick to them to be a dick to others? Because it is really not a dick thing. The thing is, incursions is about PvP, and the whole thing they should incentivize is the rewards, is to make people do what we're supposed to do on that day.
Right.
Tech One, thank you for the first time chat. Appreciate you. All right, Pepper. I heard you there. Go ahead.
I'm just irritated because this is how it works. If you're going to level up, if you're going to participate, either way, whether it's banded or it's not banded, they're still fighting. Fucking own it. And I don't know why we have to keep arguing about that part. At whatever level you are, own it. Let's have the right points for it. There's a lot still to discuss, but fuck.
Wally says rewards are pixels. Give us more. Let me address that because Wally, here's the thing: the whole game is pixels. All the rewards they could possibly give us, even if it was it was $200 worth of merchandise, would still be pixels. So I don't understand the point. I don't understand.
People like pixels. People like pixels.
I love pixels.
You know, you remember that conversation we had? We'd want some skins. We want a DS9 skin for our base.
Purdy for Garlic Chili says if scoring was less focused on champion and more on damage, then there'd be less focus for higher to hit lowers for champion quality. Careful, the economy manager might hear you. I don't care if they hear me or not. They watch me. I'm good with that. I'm very open to my views.
To our idea earlier of just like the bases not having the band, like I feel like that would be a very simple fix to all of this.
Yeah. Free Swag says $1,000 pay flower pixels, 100%. Mord says
Yes.
MJ hat is a pixel on my screen. Well, yeah, I am a pixel. Still on extension cord power, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that at the beginning of the stream, but we're holding up quite nice. Tech One says I was being facetious. I think the EMs are the ones who are ruining much of the game. Well, the economy managers they have to do things a certain way. Let's see. You're not piloting the pixel ships. We all have a repair button and the attack button. Fair, Taco. Fair. Okay. So let me yeah, well, she's been here a minute, Kinslayer. I know that NVIDIA cuts her in and out, but she's fussy. I probably should change a butt. And she needs a fresh jug.
You should change a butt all the time.
Fair. Go ahead, C.
Just time alone. 24 hours might be a bit too long for a lot of people. 12 hours seem to be a little more concentrated and you should get more action. Why not make it 16? Kind of a bit of the middle point.
Yeah,
I would do like 9
Yeah.
a.m. Eastern to like 9 p.m. Hawaiian.
That gives a chance for more people to play.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
That's why they have to go back to 24 hours. That's enough time for everyone to get to have their little go at it incursions. I don't get why it's just 12 hours. It's just weird.
You're right. 12 is, I don't think 12 is long enough. I think 24 should still be the number, but time zones is not 12 hours, says Wally. Mord says go change a diaper. I'm working on it, Mord. Give me a second. Guys, continue the conversation. Move forward though. Let's start talking about Academy, because the drones are still a problem for people. I can quickly put this crew that we were talking about today on Voice of the Players. I'm sorry, on STFC briefings. Excuse me. I can throw that on the screen, and if you guys want to screenshot that or whatever, you're absolutely more than welcome to. But the thing about that is I believe there are better options out there. Shiz helped put this one together, and kudos to him for that. But there's a lot we could do to change things. I know everybody's hung up on incursions still, but let me explain something. This one is set in stone. Let's voice our opinions. Please put it in the chat how you feel, because the chat is shown right above my head. I want them to see that when they watch this VOD. Please and thank you. Okay? I'm just saying, we've been live for almost 2 hours, and the first topic we started on was incursions. We're still on incursions. I think it's time we progress. What do you think? What do you think?
Yes.
I would ask everyone that's on stage to get to say what they wanted to say about incursions, or at least give one opinion at least before we move on.
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. Did I miss anybody?
I'll throw this out as sort of a parting shot, and I think it kind of works, whether it's talking incursions, academy, or what have you. I think the fact that there's so much heated discussion for so long on any subject just shows how divisive most of the parts of the game are right now. Like, and it's not that anybody is feeling like, yeah, this is great. It's just sort of like, this is the closest it gets to feeling like it's going somewhere good.
Agreed.
If it was based on damage dealt versus resources, I think that would work for almost everybody.
Well, Bacon, question. If that's the case, what's to stop our Defy troll from dropping their shields and just getting hit all day, and that not what's to stop that troll mechanic from happening?
What's to stop them from dropping their shields and just giving up the resources anyways?
Well, that's the point, right? Is that not the problem?
But if we're defending them, we're still getting damage dealt as well. If we can find where they're at, find where they're being hit, and we're defending, we're still dealing damage to the people that are going after them.
Yeah, but at the same time, like on a damage dealt mechanic, you're getting a lot more for every big ship that you can take down. Like, I don't care the amount of research put into like a G3 ship. Like, being able to take down a G6 or higher ship is going to put you a lot further ahead. Like, even the G5 that only sort of show up.
Yeah, but you don't have to take them down to show damage dealt as well.
Yeah, but if we're trading shots and I am taking down your bigger ship, the damage that you get in on me is going to be less, especially if I take you down with a smaller ship than yours.
I'm thinking about my lovely little G5 epic Klingon ship now.
Okay. It's cute. At a certain point, it will only punch up so far.
Oh, well, yeah, but I mean, I've got like 67 plus on our server that try to come after me, and I repeatedly smack them down with that ship that's showing like a quarter of their power.
Okay.
It's awesome.
But the crazy thing is, most people aren't where they think they are. it was even a point that MJ was trying to raise before. And especially so, when it comes to things like PvP or in facing new content.
Yeah, the PvP thing was never really my favorite, but I'm
not mine either.
Getting into it more.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing about PvP is it's a lot more fun when you have a chance to win. When you're just getting smacked around, nobody likes just getting smacked around the entire time.
Duke Vengeance says this is why incursions and arenas are valuable. You see how you compare to other people and other servers. I agree with that, Duke Vengeance, and thank you for popping in tonight. Appreciate that.
What's up, Duke Vengeance?
Let's see here.
And I'd also go back to a comment that Mord had mentioned, and he had said, also part of it is the lack of open comms from Scopely. No one feels heard. And I think that's a big part of it. Like, we do have times where we get more communication, but a lot of it, there's not things providing some immediate discussions. Even though the official CC program is now out there, it's still a channel for press releases. It's not necessarily a way to provide a communications multiplier. Yet.
A multiplier, no, but I do feel like that they do listen, man. I mean, the proof's in the pudding, because as McTaco has pointed out, everybody on the last run were like, "Oh, well, I got bored during the incursions, myself included. I want the old incursions back. I want raiding back. I want to be able to go hunt bases and get resources and it matter and it count for something." And you know what? He's right. We did say that.
Yeah,
so
weren't people screaming from the rafters and all over to say that? Like,
yes,
even a blind clock is gonna, strike the right time twice a day.
Sure. And while
broken clock is right twice a day.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to remember where I was going with it.
I understood the reference. I understood the reference. Let me respond to that with this, especially for the NDA content creators. They watch 100%, hands down. They watch, if only to make sure that the information we give out is accurate and we're not violating an agreement.
AKA leaks.
Am I wrong? Yeah. Yeah. Just being honest. Mord says listening and open communication are very different. I enjoy last incursions too, but the problem was on both servers, not on a single server. Well, and that's the thing, Mord, right? Like with that format, how do you pick just one or the other? It's okay. So everybody from 36, my server, and 44, Jules server, we all go to 44. So is that necessarily fair? Like, you see what I mean? It should have been on both servers, but it's the way they did it. I didn't agree with it, and I got bored. We had attacker defender before, okay, but that's still true both ways, right? Protein eggs, ugh. I know what you're talking about, though.
Tender.
Ooh. I know. I got you, Duke Vengeance, super friend. I got you.
For those that don't know, it's a veil joke.
Yeah, it's a veil joke. Airwolf meets Star Trek? Perhaps. Gray Saber says, I believe multiple SMSs that feed a meta that determine the winner would allow multiple scoring metrics for all players, PvP and PvE alike. That's a very good point. It's a very good point. I still think
you want to know that gives me vibes of.
Go ahead.
That reminds me a little of how some of the setup for flashpoints.
Yeah.
That was a theory, though.
Wasn't it, though?
I mean, I still think that formatting probably needs some tweaking, but I mean...
MJ?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to get you back on track. You said it was time to move on.
I don't know.
It's not. Oh, did it? Okay.
It did.
I thought it was, you guys were talking about that still.
I don't think Versus needs any tweaking. I mean, we see what their tweaking does. It makes it boring.
Yeah.
tweakers.
It's either perfect or they screw things up. You're right, and that happens all the time. Yeah, Dark Tree, you said it too. Next topic. All right, on to the next thing. You're right. Let's go back. Progress was made. Okay, they people were asking me how I was doing with my Academy hostiles today, and I'll be happy to demonstrate. Oh my God, if this will quit popping up, Jesus.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with incursion.
No, incursions and flashpoints are greater than outposts. And what do you mean? We're moving past incursions. We're moving on. So the academy loop is where we're heading now. Guys, where are you? Has anybody been able to punch a little bit higher than they were last week? Because I know on Thursday we did a stream.
I did last night.
And Jason, that's what I was going to bring up. You last night, you were able to go up a whole nother ops level because, please,
of Chrono Deflector.
Mm-hmm.
No, all it really was, I've been messing with the same crews I used last night. All I did was take off my Godsend and put on my Chrono Deflector. That's all I did.
Well,
the crews didn't change. Huh?
I got beamed out. I'm a minion.
No, I mean, I bought one pack of whenever that was for the building. I'll just tell you straight up what it is. Buildings that
Jason's got a
point for like everybody else listening is like, do they need to buy a pack to do what you just did?
I don't.
Okay. So without a pack, my building was at 13, and I was hitting the 70s.
Right.
Okay. With one pack, it went to 30 or whatever it was, and I went to the 73s.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
But I think those that are not going to buy a pack want to know how you're hitting that lower level to start with.
Well, yeah, that's why I said I hit 70s without the pack.
Mm-hmm. Well, and Jason, just to confirm one thing, when you're going, you're taking your vengeance in, right?
Yeah, because I'm not sending my relativity, bro.
Well, no. Like you're not using like a G6 epic.
Step one, prove vengeance.
No. I don't send my G6 epics because of the because of the firing pattern and all that stuff with the G6 epics. I use my vengeance for most things.
Well, and the other
focus in on the people that are actually paying attention to this.
Hold up.
So,
ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Madam Law. Madam Law, thank you for the raid, hun. How are you doing this evening? I hope all is well. We've spent the past 2 hours talking about incursions, and we're just now getting to the academy. Yeah, thank you, Wally. I'm getting there. You died way too much. That's. Thank you. And guys, please let me welcome in first time chatter. Appreciate you, Igar. We're talking about STFC, and we're talking about the academy loop now, and the whole thing, right? Is Jason was trying to give a little clarity on what's going on and how he's able to punch up to the 73s now, is it?
Yeah. Not a lot, but enough to where, I mean, like I said, I couldn't even kill the 72s the other day. So I just changed took off my Godsend and put on the Chrono Deflector.
Yeah. Well,
that's all I did.
How many rounds of combat were things going?
Before or after? Well, actually, it doesn't matter because I die.
Yeah. Well, that was before, and now.
So it's like let's see, 6, 7 rounds.
Okay, so I mean, one thing to point out just for the audience is that that Chrono Deflector is helping on the front end of combat, but it's dropping off a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's still providing enough assistance that it's boosting you forward.
Can I ask a question, V-Neck?
Yo, what's up?
You switched from the Godsend to the Chrono Deflector, but did you also ops your building up? And test both of it after you ops your building up to see which one was working better?
It was no, I'm glad you asked that, just for clarity, right? My building was not changed.
Right.
Before you did it.
Yes.
And
Okay.
What's your building at now, Jason?
33, 32, 33.
Okay.
Let me go look.
Okay.
Be better.
33.
one of the things that I'm gonna also mention about the Vengeance is it has a lot of built-in shred, and you're hitting the battleships, I assume, right?
Explorers and battleships, not the interceptors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because that's the other thing to remember with the hostiles is depending on the ship type, you've got a different ability or dynamic with them to consider. And the battleships, it's all barrier. And I don't remember the tier on your Vengeance, but you're gonna probably have a few 100% shred on there. So that 10,000 barrier is getting taken vastly down just by the ship alone.
Just by the ship alone, and just to put out there, no components were changed on the ship when I was doing this. Just to throw that out there too for science.
Well, and to Beach Whale's point, Beach Whale says in chat, mine is only 20. Man, mine's 30, and I can still barely do 64s. This log I'm showing on the screen right now, this is from right now. This is the kind of damage I'm doing for 63s. So at least I can go through it. I can get some loot, but my pulls are still absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
I'm at 22. If I stick to the 62s, I can get enough. Like the run that I did just a little while ago, I got 12,000, which covers today and tomorrow of pulling. But I'd have to go 3 trips hitting 62s, which just takes freaking forever to be able to double pull. And it's not worth it, especially at 3, neither for the 3 trips or even how long it takes. It's just not fun having to hunt down that many of them, especially sticking to one type.
Right. Here, I'm gonna rotate some folks in and out of the stage here because I know that people have questions, right? And guys, those of you in the audience, please don't be scared to raise your hands. I know that KA has muted up. Let's see. I know somebody else was asking earlier.
I'll always mute up when I'm not talking, MJ.
And I appreciate that. Guys, follow KA's example, please. Thank you. No, seriously, the whole thing, man. Like, and Wally, I appreciate that. You're absolutely right. I do want to keep this as a place where we can still discuss things civilly. Like, the whole thing is, you guys know I love you all. Okay, I love this entire community. You guys are awesome people. I do not want to. I don't want to step on anybody's toes, and we've done quite a lot of that this evening. And I'm not. I think it's because it's such a hot topic. You know what I mean? I'm not opposed to rotating folks in and out. Doss hates crabs. Well, Doss, you shouldn't have said that because you know what happens when you say that, right? Now I have to unpause Tangia because I've had it paused for a while. So when I do, it's probably going to become a swarm of shit. So I hope you're ready.
Please don't.
Well, it's already done. There's Cottontail's raid. How many things? Oh, yeah. Actually, it's not that bad. It's just the 2 raids. Let me get those out of the way because Tangia is now unpaused if you guys want to cause DOS pain and throw some crabs in there. Yep. Ice Wolf. Thanks. I wish I could skip it, but I can't. Normally it's on when people raid in. So
I think part of the feeling, like some of the feeling of frustration with this loop are especially for release. And I say that for very specific reason. Like if for folks that later opt into this content, I mean, you heard from our talk. You come in with a strong G5 epic or a strong specialty ship.
Hold on, Shiz. The music's going on. The video's going on. They're just not going to hear you. That's why.
Yeah. No, it's all good. Yeah. Well, I should have thought so.
Okay. Carry on.
Yeah, so I mean, like, future people opting into this content, it's going to be a lot easier. Like, both for, like, as you've heard from our talk, you come in with a strong G5 epic and probably a strong specialty ship. What's that?
I don't think she's talking to us. I'm gonna move her to the audience for the time being. Go ahead.
If you come in with a strong ship at the low end, like you might, like especially if you buff, you'll probably be able to stock up pretty quickly. You know, maybe even where you're doing more than just a minimum pull. And then the other aspect is, you know, once folks that have been in this content longer have the building up and can start going, doing well with the duos.
Yeah.
The duo itself doesn't seem that bad. The pacing that it's one duo a week if you double pull the entry tokens, it's a little ridiculous. It's like, hey, here's this new thing. You're barely gonna get to try it, but have fun with it.
Right.
Like even for this being a release arc, it doesn't even really feel like they're trying to get us to really engage with it. It seems like they're kind of shy about it. You know what I mean?
Well, in my opinion, I've found it extremely difficult, but that's just me. Doss says one pack and a $20 BP. So, yeah, you know, I'm going to be honest. If I hadn't have gotten a pack, I wouldn't be able to, and again, that was donated, but if I hadn't have gotten a pack, I wouldn't be able to punch up to where I can now. So I think for me at 68, and I'm progressing anyway. For me at 68, this is designed to be hard content. It's hard front loaded. Now, I also know that normally what happens is month 1 they introduce a problem, and month 2 they normally fix the problem. So we have to wait and see what comes next month, and whatever it is, I'm not going to speculate because you know, you guys know already. I'm not going to do that. But what I am going to say is I don't want to put all my eggs in that one basket. I still want to be able to do it with my regular ships. So I think as long as I'm getting some pulls, and even now I'm waiting for Coda 2.0 build day, because I can take my building up a couple of levels today, right now, if I wanted to. But I'm kind of on hold. So, you know, what do you do? And let us not forget that a lot of people got that free compensation. They were able to pull their original Battle Pass 3 or 4 times. They were able to get that second BP. And that had so many building parts in it. Most people, if they were able to scoop up every free time the Battle Pass, if they bought it up right, and if they claimed it the 3 times that one day it was able to be claimed, you should be at almost 20. Almost, yeah. Now, granted, not everybody did that. Not everybody was online when that happened, and I know that. Thank you for the hydrate. Appreciate that, Warrior. But, Tech One says, I did the one duo for the mission chain, but I didn't like it. It wasn't a difficulty issue. I just didn't enjoy it. I don't like having to find someone to team up with. I'm an overnight player, and most of our 61 pluses are day players. Fair. Mord says, that's not a fair comparison. We should think about how the feature was actually built and judge that now the stuff ups. Now the stuff ups and comps. Well, you're right. You're right, Mord. Because people coming into this arc in future, they're not going to be able to progress as fast as we have. So,
well, and even the fact of players that aren't in content in the release month, they don't get the Battle Pass progression.
Correct.
And I don't care whether it's the Remote Academy, whether it is the Locust Recon Locust, the Forge, all those buildings. If you weren't in it at release, there's going to be some pain.
I agree. Here's the thing. Martok is a prime example, and he was here earlier. I don't know if he's not still here now. He might still be in chat. Martok, are you with us?
No, he just chimed in the chat. He says it's campus 15, and that's only because of the free elite comp pass.
Right. He was the one at 61 that I was. Yeah, my remote. Yeah, thank you. He was the one at 61 that was able to go and punch and punch and punch, but that may not be possible for a new player coming up through G6 in 2 months. Just may not. Although I don't think that the building didn't actually start giving you the bonus until what, 20? Is that right? Or
20.
am I?
It's 20. 20.
No, it gave you bonus. It just wasn't a lot.
Yeah, yeah, it starts out slow. Like you only get like 500. At 20, it starts
20 is
getting
the
noticeable
G7
as that force
efficiency.
I thought that's
Yeah,
when the mitigation kicked in. Was at 20, no?
No,
No,
the
that's
mitigation starts at level 1. You get
Oh,
500,
okay.
so it's not a lot. But
Okay, so it's only
it
the
slowly
it's
adds
only the
up.
efficiencies. Okay, got it.
Yeah, that's where the efficiencies kick in.
Yep,
And
got it.
I think there's like another, like you eventually also get some PvP barrier that pops up on there as well.
PvP.
Right.
Yep.
And I mean, their blog post even is like, oh yeah, these are calibrated for when you get the campus to like 33 or something for some of the entry level hostiles. So, like the big thing though, is those starting refines are only 100. Now, granted, like hitting those 61s, you start at 5. Now, let's assume just because of things that you don't even have to load on there because of FC Sloan and the Syndicate loot bonuses, you're at least doubling the base loot. So we're talking 10 at the drop off to 61 before any loot crewing. So that's hitting 10 hostiles.
Yeah.
If a 61 player can come in and hit 10 hostiles, they've got their refine.
Yeah, but from there it progressively like scales up. Martok, glad to have you on the stage, buddy. Let me ask you the question. You said that you were able to come in and you were able to do a week's worth of grinding on one token, correct? Am I?
No. It was two tokens with the a max G5 epic and a max fort. So max fort on one hull, and then the next one you either do Cerritos boost or whatever. But I needed 2 buffs, and you had and it was a maxed. Like I did it once with my Enterprise D and once with my Rotard, and I was able to get close to 1,600
right
of the loot per run. And as an ops68, the nice thing is it's only 100 for a single chest and 600 for a double chest. So on 2 tokens, doing one with a max fort, one with either regular fort or Cerritos boost, I was able to get enough to do 3 days of 2 chest pulls a day. So if you do two days, I've got in 3 days, I've got enough for a week. And then, so if I did it every day, like right now, I'm sitting at 4,000 of the training merits because I've done 3 runs in the last 3 days.
Yeah, but that's not the usual case. Most everybody else online is screaming, "Oh, this is too hard. Oh, I can't do it," myself included.
Part of that though
Can I?
is.
Can I a second? All right. I just did what VNEC told me, and I switched over to the Chrono Deflector. That must be for Vengeance, because when I switched over on my Velox, both my Chrono Deflector and my Godsend are maxed. I did better with the Godsend.
Yeah, that's
Makes sense.
for a Vengeance. It is for a Vengeance.
Which target were you hitting?
I was hitting 65s.
No, like which ship type?
Just the battleships.
Okay, so the other thing there is with his Vengeance, he's going to have a much easier time on the battleships than you are.
I understand, but what I'm trying to get at is his statistics work for the Vengeance. It does not work for the FKR.
Because
No, I mean that's good to know. Sorry.
We need the Apex shred still. So that's why the Godsend works for us better. The Vengeance comes with built-in shred. So
I just wanted to throw that out there for the people. It works for the.
The other thing that I'd say is for testing, I would find the ship type that works best for you and use that as comparison versus the battleship, because that starting point for a Vengeance, that 10,000 barrier is probably going to be effectively nullified depending on where the Vengeance is. Sure there'll be some, but it'll be negligible. For non-Vengeance, it's still going to be pretty high. And that starting point, if you are taking to that 10,000 for Apex Barrier, is the cut it in half point. So you're every part that you bring it down, you're getting closer to your full shot making its way through that 10,000 at a starting point. Just 50% whatever gets to that stage of the combat flow. Does that make sense?
It does. I've got a fussy baby. Sorry, I had to mute up for a second. So, I mean, for me, just being able to punch up at all, and I say punch up, but I remember I was doing 62s. Being able to kill a 64 and get loot on the 63s, I'm so thrilled about. Because at least now, even though it's going to take me 3 or 4 days worth of grinding, I can still get my pull at least once a week. That means I can progress the building, ever be it so slowly. I can do it, which is so much more different than it was before. So I see the points here. You guys all make valid arguments. I don't think that anybody here is I don't think anybody's necessarily wrong, but there is a lot.
I wasn't trying to say he was.
No, I know you weren't. You're fine, Sammy.
I was just saying it was the comparison is the Vengeance does one thing and your other ships do completely different, so that's why he was able to switch and do better.
Yep.
Yeah. All I'm saying is, like, just for a similar effect for you, first find which one you're able to do best. Like, for example, I know if I hit a battleship, that is the worst one for me to hit. I'm best off hitting interceptors, and the explorers are okay. But
I just do the triangle.
Hold on.
Okay.
Lost in says, if it's wrong for loving you, MJ, then I don't want to be right. Oof. Don't talk to me like that. You're gonna get me all fired up. Just saying. You already do. Just so you know.
Are you sure it's fired up and not bricked up?
I mean, a little of column A, a little of column B. You know what I mean? Let me get this back open because I don't know. But if they remove the PvP banding into that, should help us beat the Academy drones. That's not the same thing. Ostis, what the hell? What the hell? Ostis says, I don't know, MJ, but I think if they remove the PvP banding and incursions, that should help us beat the Academy drones. Thank you, Ostis. I appreciate
Obviously.
you. I appreciate.
Oh,
you.
wait, there's a correlation. So that the higher ops players can beat up on the little ones and steal all of their resources so that they can actually progress their account to where it should be.
Don't forget to grab a towel. Don't worry, free swag, I won't. Don't worry, I won't. Oh God.
Don't worry, guys. I'm joking. I'm just playing along with Ostis's joke. I'm not really advocating for an Ops 70 player to beat up on an Ops 40.
Killer Angel actually does have a lot of the in the Discord. He's putting a lot of information, and I very much appreciate him for it. The spreadsheets, the graphs, the things that Blue Mando and Jules Verne. Thank you, Sammy. Appreciate you reminding me I got to work tomorrow. Thank you. Thanks for that. I needed that reminder of my job.
What is work?
Oh, work is where I spend half my week. Lost In says, oh God. Lower ops players are just here to help us do better. Wow. Okay. Beachwell has raised his hand, so I'm gonna let him come back up on the stage. Beached, what you got?
All right, folks, we need another fundraiser so MJ does not have to work tomorrow.
Oh my God. No, we don't. I need to go to work. I need to go to work tomorrow. My boss will fire me if I don't. Doss says suck less. Lost In says read it. Read what? Let us farm the plebes. Is that what you want? Lost In? Is that what you wanted me to read? I hope so. Go. I'm gonna. Quazel says correct. Jesus. Go ahead, Chiz.
I think but part of where IDFF is right now with your Shabby Lou is there's a couple places that are in a good position, but a lot of places where players are hurting. Like the G7, and I'd assume probably not to the fairly low G7 with a high or decently progressed vengeance, and then fairly strong entry G6s, so like 61, 62s, that have, strong G5 epic. They've got some of their specialty ships moving along. Maybe even like a 63 that has taken their cube up a tier. All of them probably can be in some good positions to get loot and get where they need to be. But then probably onwards from there, the refinery costs are kind of high.
I don't know why you can't hear anything, Kujos. You should be able to hear just fine. Everybody else can. Quazel says, yes, MJ, accept your fate. You are Krill for the V-Well.
Wait, what? Who said that?
Yes.
Who said that?
Oh God,
Quazel.
Ice Wolf.
Quazel.
Chivas, Quazel, be nice.
I love that emote. That's great. That's great. Killer Cujo. There's a shout out for Killer Cujo. Thank you for that. Wait, says Lost In. Uh-oh. Weird. I muted and unmuted you inside Twitch. I guess. I don't know what happened there. Yeah. And there's our Ice Wolf La. Shout out too. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Does that mean V-Neck has MJ in it? Wow. Lost In. So close. So close. I almost said it.
So you might want to...
Yeah, that's right.
So thank Butter Pecan for Ice Wolf's new emote that is credited at is a tribute to me, apparently.
you're the oh God, the Grand Negus, really?
Yeah. Butter Pecan thinks I'm Grand Negus Zach.
Okay, fair.
I don't know how.
Killer Cujo says, I had to take a break. My throat was trash, and then my router wasn't working properly. So I'm going to be glad to be back to streaming tomorrow. Good to know. We got a couple of streamers who have took breaks, and others who have quit entirely. And I'll leave it up to them to decide whether they want to spill that. MJ fell for the spell. No. Ain't happening. Nay, almost. You're right, Ice Wolf. Came a hair of it. I heard someone... What? I heard about someone that RMG DOS twice. Really? He put the letter F, so I'm not sure what you're doing and people are talking about DOS, but that's a little scary.
Well, just remember, MJ, as long as you're not saying that you'll be done with stream in 12 minutes, you should be fine.
Well, I mean, maybe not 12 minutes, but we got about 30 left, I think. How long have we been going for? Maybe 45, give or take. So, I'm gonna leave it, since we've kind of went over everything I wanted to talk about. If you guys want to start bringing up certain things, you're more than welcome to. Like, for example, can I get a check to see if the catfish is still here?
Oh.
Well, it doesn't matter because they have alt accounts or watch anonymously.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
I know
catfish is here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Just that's all I wanted to know. If we can spam that emote in chat, that would be fantastic. Just as a reminder. People
I'm
don't
checking
forget.
some Instagram account called Amber Nicole, but sorry, give me a second.
Okay. We can just
you mean like
spam.
This?
Well, yeah. The other thing is, I do want to, on a serious note, we've already lost some streamers, and it disheartens me because that was part of the reason, and then there were other reasons as well. Guys, you guys are great. I love you all. You're fan-fucking-tastic. Every one of you. Ain't it though? 12 more minutes. Yeah, we might do 12 more minutes. Yeah, that's it, Ice Wolf. She even threw the toxics in there.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah. There you go. Thank you, Broken Wolf, for pinning Jason V-Nex. Oh, I don't know about all that. Although I did promise when we get moved and I get everything set up, I will be doing a 24-hour stream during ain't that the truth, Divine? I will be doing a 24-hour stream though, just as soon as we get moved in. Full men, welcome in. Thank you for that. Appreciate you guys spamming those fish. We know. It's okay.
It's okay. Just let it happen. Let it happen.
Just let it happen. Just let it happen. You guys are great. Seriously. The other thing, like, let me reel it back because, you know, I wanted to get that out there because I've been waiting for that the whole time. But Jesus, Jason, slow down. Slow down. Oh my God, look at the sea above my head.
What are they gonna do? Report me? I'll report them for view botting and fake followers.
Oh shit. Okay. Get what out there? Oh, Ostis. Here's the thing. As soon as we do get moved into this apartment or whatever, however this works out, it's going to take some time. I've got to make sure I can get my internet and everything set up, and then once we do, yes, that's correct, Tech One. Once we do, we will. Yes, Madam Law. Yes. Yeah, but Ryan, we've talked to you. Exclamation point Discord in the chat, Tech One. That'll get you to the Doobie Den, and there's a stage. There's a stage. So there you go, right there. Good timing, actually. Not sure. Did somebody do that, or was that just the timer? I think that was just the timer. Because my hands are full. My hands are full. I got the baby. I didn't do that. Oh, goodness. If we can get Tech One when they get here, clearly wants to speak, so I want to give them the opportunity to. Timer? Thank you, Cottontail. Oh, yeah. There it is. El Presidente McTaco says Jason Awell. That's true. That's true.
What?
The V-Well. The V-Well.
Oh,
Guys,
Lord.
don't forget, exclamation point V-Well. That'll get you a special little clip Jason made just for me to put on the channel. So I appreciate you. There's also a new one. Nope.
My name is Jason V-Neck, and I'm the Mega V-Whale of STFC. That's right. You're going to clip this. I am the Mega V-Whale. Cubed. Boom, boom, and all that. Oh, fuck.
Sorry. Couldn't resist.
Couldn't
resist.
Oh, that was a gift to D Camel, and now it's being used against me.
Fair.
You were expecting anything else?
Yeah, exactly, Shiz. Exactly.
You knew. There's no way you recorded that not knowing.
Yeah, D Camel won.
Also, there's a new one I just added today. It's from the 6 a.m. this morning from a certain DJs, and I'd like you guys to throw it out there, and then we'll bring Tech One on. It's exclamation producer. I want you to look at this man's face. Producer, not produce.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry, I thought I hit the R. Discord notification popped up.
You're alive.
That's so
She
funny.
didn't even use like a real whip.
No, it's a belt. It's a belt.
Oh,
they
I thought you were showing the one where Putz got hit.
No,
Sorry,
no.
Yeah.
That one's funny too, though. But they tried to get out of it. They tried to use a Nerf gun. No. They said a belt.
I can't
was
wait for the suplex night.
Well, that'll happen sooner or later. As soon as
And that has to be something. Like some type of redeem on here.
No.
It has to be
We
recorded.
promised it. We'll record it. We'll make a clip out of it. Don't worry. I promise. Tech One, you asked to come up to the stage, man. What are your thoughts? What do you got in your mind?
Oh, the sheer list of things would take us for hours, but I just have one quick one. Listening to every time we talk about, cruise, ships, tech, so on and so forth, it becomes abundantly clear, and it's not a knock on anyone at all. It's a knock on the game. The biggest problem with this game is there's so many variables. It's like you can have two people at the same exact level, almost the same exact power, and I'll tell this guy, hey, I'm really successful with this crew and this ship, and they'll try it and they'll die instantly.
Yep.
The consistency is so pathetic and across the board stupid that it's like, how do we help each other if the stuff is just almost like voodoo? You got to get a voodoo doll out and go, okay, stick it in Scopely, stick it in Scopely. Oh, hey, look, now it works.
Yeah, a big part of the issue is first off just the lack of quality within the in-game tools. Like the battle logs, they update them only to accommodate the new features that are put in. Like we've seen the addition of, other than like seeing the barriers go into the battle logs, there hasn't been actual updating that makes it more informative to the player. And even what we can tell off of battle logs is limited to what goes into the CSV file that gets put into them when you put it into a parser like .phd.
Right.
So being able to tease out some of the things. Now there is at least one tool that'll intercept the raw log, but that's something I don't even know how to do. And the player that I know that knows how to get that witchcraft enabled recently quit the game. Yeah, I'm not.
The thing is, even with the battle logs, a lot of us don't know how to read them. I see it even in a parser, and I'm like, hey, this is cool Sanskrit. Can I find someone in college that can teach me how to read it?
Well, there's a website for that.
I've tried, and I still just completely glaze over it. And I was an honors math student in school, so I'm like, how is it I can't figure this crap out?
Yeah, but he's talking about even with .phd, and like .phd, part of it is you have to use that to give a sense of like where the differences are between people, and like some of that still depends on certain things procking, like showing to the log. Like for example, if anyone goes 100% on crits, you can't tell what the crit modifier is. So there are things that like something native to the game would be able to do that a parser can't. It's things that we've had to tease out from seeing what goes on in the log. Like one of the things that player who quit found out and pointed out, the order of ships in combat and multi-ship combat, so things like armadas, especially like the Maverick armadas, for example, changes based on what the last ship hit in the prior round was. So that can impact some of your crewing choices. That can impact the damage output that you'll see. But like going back to it, like because with those raw logs, I'm told that even shows a player's whole set of researches in the log. So then you can start telling, okay, I don't just have to see based on the output and like what your ISO damage is, like the percentage modifier and that. I can see all the research that you've done. But like those are things like having something. So like one of the things that I think would really help players is being able to have a account power stat page, like something you could go in and it would say, not just what the things that'll show up sometimes on your stats for the ship, but here's all of the ISO damage that you're getting based on your account power. Here's the crit damage that you get. Here's all of the conditional that are proc off, just to be able to tell, okay, well, me and this player look similar. Here's the differences between us, and then that might inform that like their crit damage is lower, so I need more focus on boosting their crits than I need like on boosting their ISO. The other thing that I'd even say as a general premise is part of it becomes that when you think about crewing, there's the understanding of like which authors you pick, but then getting to the point of why am I picking them? What is the rationale? What is the theory craft behind the author set? If that makes sense.
Apparently they're having trouble hearing you, Shiz. Or is that the music you want turned up, Mord? Because it does make sense to me.
I got lost with what the Chisel was talking about.
I think it's the music. I think it's the music Mord wants. Music. All right. There you go.
I don't want to. You can use the battle logs all day long, but the reality is that there are so many variables. It's like you pull your hair out trying to figure out how is it I can get equal to this guy, and try to get the success he is. I mean, if you get two players who get on voice together and go, okay, let's make ourselves equal. Well, how do you do that exactly unless you start breaking up the wallet? It's like I may have more stuff than you do. You may have more stuff than I do. It's just all that's doing is feeding the monetization monster.
Yeah.
Well, part of it also is, you know, the long-term planning of, hey, if there's something from like tournaments I can get, although when we used to be able to get all of the things out of tournament, and you know, what is the rate of ops progression looking at? Like, and part of the thing is there seems to be a course correction that they're doing, both in regards to trying to fill out ops levels and make it so that players can't just push ops. And it also seems like an attempt to try and push the FKR ship, but in some ways, it encourages being a stronger player. But with how bad the G6 ships are, it's really hard for them to do anything without touching the firing patterns to really correct them.
Right. Lost in, I got your message. Check your Discord. This was Eurovision's top song. Oh, no, you're fine. You're fine. Your miles may vary. STFC most common crewing advice, says DOS. Agreed. Tournaments didn't need touching, and then they broke. Fair, says Destros. Yeah, guys. I mean, look, here at the end of the day, only us as a group with a unified voice, and I have to stress that, unified voice. If we're arguing with each other, you're all right. If we're arguing with each other, then it doesn't really do anything. My youngin's playing his tablet real loud too, and I am trying my best to like body block it. So, I don't know. I would like us to all agree, but we're not going to agree on everything, and that's fine. I would like us to all be on the same page. We're not. But I am going to say this. Maybe, and this is going to be unpopular. I'm just here to tell you, it might even be a little controversial, but maybe the players, and I'm talking general, not some of you elites here, because you guys are the elites, those of you on Twitch that follow the Discords, that follow the streamers, that follow all the crewing advice. You guys are the elites. But maybe the general population doesn't necessarily know what is best for the game. Now, I'm not going to pretend like I do. I don't. I'd be lying to you if I said I did. Can any of you... you're good, Tech One. Thank you for coming up. Can any of you actually say that, yes, 1,000% you know what's best for the game? Any of you? Without a doubt.
I think somewhere in that is players actually getting some sense of feeling that their progression is actually, I don't know, being recognized, or that
Simon.
Simon says, me.
Yeah, I mean,
I can.
I could say I know what's right for the game. They need to give me Platinum Taco.
You've been working on that for a while, bro.
There's people behind the scenes that don't like me, and it's a battle.
C, you had something to add?
I have something that may help fix the game.
Okay.
How about we just build more Legos and just have some fun here?
For those of you that don't know, let me someone shout out C Engineering for me, please. C Engineering has just started streaming. He is doing Lego builds and STFC, I believe. So please give that man a follow. Let's make sure we can get him to affiliate as quickly as possible, and that is true for all of our streaming brothers and sisters. Please make sure. Captain Hammer says, I don't know what's best, but I know what will make people happy. Hashtag free towel. You know, that's a command too. People forget that. It's also a redeem.
So I don't get what does towel gonna help better the game. I mean,
it's more about making people
he doesn't
happy.
work anymore.
It's about the collectors.
Yeah, people like me.
100%ers, the collectors.
People like Jason.
Tal does pretty much nothing at this point. Only mission bosses.
Destro says it's also my daily use mug, and at this current point, thank you for that. Appreciate that. Who was that? Schwag. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, it's the Pokemon players. I'm a Pokemon player.
I'm offended. I am a Pokemon player.
Yeah, you're a real Pokemon player, but I collect them all.
Yeah, I'm sure you've seen my collection of shiny Pokemon.
Venture, Thank you for the follow, my dude. Appreciate that. Welcome to the ship. Take the con, buddy.
How many?
Yeah, man.
How many, Ice Wolf?
Gonna lurk and go get my corpses. 37. It's always, or it's 42. One of the two. I collected the original 150 on red and blue. Hell yeah.
Hydra.
4 bodies. Mm.
There are 4 bodies.
Oh man, I got beamed out again. What the hell? You're in Pedro. You're in Pedro. Man.
Too bad,
really?
Too bad the minion doesn't start dancing.
I mean, I'd have to do things to make that happen, but it could be made to happen. Laura
That'd be pretty
Scarin
funny.
with the fish, sea of fishes there. Appreciate that. And the crabs. We got crabs again. Wow, guys, there you go. Oh, look, you guys made a baby appear. I don't know how you did that.
Well, MJ, so no, Marin.
When a man and a woman, right? Yeah, fair. I see a wild Cruzito in the stage. And I know Cruzito normally has valid points and valid arguments. If you would like, Mr. Cruzito, you are welcome to come up and state a case. Because we've talked about all kinds of different things tonight. It is over 9,000 things that we've discussed.
And we got dungeon. Exclamation point, join that dungeon.
And welcome in Destros too, by the way. Thank you. Somebody
what is up, my inglorious brother?
Not much, man. Just on the final home stretch here, as we're going over a couple of things, I wanted to welcome first yourself and also Cruzito to the stage while we discuss the things that have been going on during this stream, which has been crazy tonight. You guys are out in support in droves, and I very, very much appreciate it. Very, very much so. Let me ask, Cruzito, where, and I'll come to you next, Destros. But what are your thoughts, dude?
So I think, the last point that you brought towards the end, right, or just a minute ago about, do we know what's best for the game?
100%.
And I think that's the interesting part, right? We seem to be a big community, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when we love everything and we all want to do everything together until it affects our own personal account, and then everything gets thrown out the window at that point, right?
Agreed. Agreed.
And so I think, that's the challenge, right? When you've got as many, styles of play, when you've got, 80 different levels and how the power gap can be different amongst them. I don't know necessarily that we can sit there or we can sit here and say we know what's best for the game. We know what's best for our account.
Yep.
And then I think taking that, there's going to have to be some sort of extrapolation as to, all right, where's the majority of the player base at? And I think, unfortunately, for the elite players, if you will, or the engaged player, we are nowhere near where the majority of the player base is.
Agreed.
And Scopely, I think, and again, this is my opinion, so, take it with a grain of salt. I think they're looking at it and saying, well, if the majority of the player base is somewhere in the mid to high 50s, low 60s, they're going to be the ones we're going to focus on. They're the ones that we're going to have to, because that's where they're at. And I think for longtime players like myself, like you, like Destros, McShiz, we have gone to a point where we've either outspent, i.e. in my point, or we've just outplayed where the player base is. And so now we're wanting things to be done for us. And because we're loyal and have been around for 7+ years, we think that they should be focusing on us. And I've heard a couple of other CCs come out and say, like, hey guys, that's just not where the player base is. And unfortunately, they've got to focus on where they are. And that may mean you guys are kind of put off to the side for a little bit, even if we're the ones that brought them where we're at.
So I think one thing that I'll bring up to that though if we're viewing it as this off split, and hey, we're trying to focus on where the majority of the players are, isn't the creation of the mid ops focus? Doesn't that answer that problem already?
Well, and I think that's kind of the point. That's kind of the point there, Shiz. We most of the player base is G4, G5, right? I mean, I'm seeing that in chat a couple of times. I'm seeing G3, G4. But let's face it, mid ops is the place to be right now. If you're high ops, you are not the priority. You get the new content, but you're not the priority. And I think that's been made clear over the past month. So, you know, what do you do? What do you do? I mean, I don't want to start a new account just so I can re-experience mid-ops. I've been through my mid-ops experience. No, thank you. I don't have time for a second account, nor would I suggest anybody do it. But I know some people are having success with that. It's just not something I would be willing to do. So.
But also, I guess the question is, what does that focus look like? You know, is it just, hey, there's new events, but nothing new development-wise for you? Like, I don't know. It just, the words and the what's going on don't seem like they match up as much as the case is suggesting they do.
Brett Day in chat says, I see people saying in mid-ops that it's just been the same hostile hunt event every day for the month, and that's boring. I agree, but we're getting the same events. Hold on. We're getting the same events on repeat, too. Like, it may not be hostile hunt every day, but it's the same thing we've been doing for years. It's unity. It's domination. It is the hostile hunts. Am I wrong?
Well, but they've simplified the battle pass events. There's at least some rotation of some of the events in folders for the current stuff. And I'd also, part of what I'm trying to chime in with is, what is Ghost Pepper always commenting about in mid-ops? She's like, oh, it's basically just our dailies, and that's it. Meanwhile,
and I think that's the thing, right? So if you look back to the way the game was, right? And again, I know people are tired of hearing that, and I bring it up all the time. But if you look back, right? I mean, the game is nothing more than, kill red hostiles, do some armadas, mine some stuff, and occasionally kill blue ships, right? Like, that's it. Like, that is the extent of the game. And I think they were going to, right? When armadas came out, like, it was a big deal because we hadn't had anything new, right? That was a big deal. When waves came out, it was like, oh, finally something new. But again, it's the same thing. And so, if you're one of those, like, hey, you play chess or you play solitaire, right? Like, that's the game, right? The game is this. It's not going to ever be, a Fortnite. It's not going to ever be, that kind of a game. And I think what you're noticing is folks that have been playing it for the 7+ years, we're hoping that at some point down the line, right, new technologies, new something, new whatever it is, was going to kind of morph into something different. And it just isn't, right? That's never going to be the case, unfortunately.
Let me rotate over to Beach Whale, because Beach Whale, you have a response for Cruzito, it sounds like, and I'd like you to go ahead and get your opinion out there.
I am going to say that saying that's never going to be the case is a cop-out.
Yep.
Scopely has absolutely no ingenuity. They need new content creators because all we have are armadas, waves, and formation armadas, and hostiles. KMA. They can do better. Now they have one big dynamic that causes the problem. Is it's still a mobile game, even though it's probably more of a PC game now than mobile. But saying it's just never going to be better is an absolute cop-out. They can do better.
And to follow up, like, Beach Whale point, like, look at all of the things mentioned. Armadas changed the dynamics a little bit.
You're breaking up, Shiz. Like, you're
Shiz,
far
get
away,
closer
dude.
to your mic, super friend. Get closer to your mic.
Hold on.
And make sure it's on the right source.
It's not. No way it is.
Oh, there we go.
Yep.
Okay, sorry about that. But that's what I was saying. Like, each of those different dynamics, whether it's armadas, formation armadas, wave defense, each of those brought a different gameplay type. Even the mirror universe was, hey, here they attempt to try and provide something different, and to just say, oh, all that we've ever seen is all the game can ever be. I know we talked towards Wrath of Khan a lot, but if you remember with those Khan challengers, that was one thing. It didn't matter what hostile level you hit. It was based about what your author development was, and that was about your scoring. So, as Beach Whale is saying, some of it is how much room for creativity past just it's just mine some stuff, hit some triangles, do some armadas. That's all the game can ever be. If that's all the game can ever be, that's all it'll ever be. At the same time, also, they're the folks that are coding it. They can decide, oh, hey, part of this will be you have to go to a planet, you have to, send in an away team, you defend the planet, and beat the timer, and then you get your away team off the planet, you bring back. They can decide to add in new features and capabilities. I'm not saying that's likely to happen, but I'm saying there exists a possibility to try to do that. And to say, just because this is what we know, that's all it can ever be, is a very self-limiting prophecy.
Right. I want to give Destros a chance to speak, and then after that, we're going to start wrapping up, because I know Lost In is up and ready for us to come visit him. So, Destros, you want to go ahead and take the floor for a second, if you can, and give us your thoughts and viewpoints?
Absolutely. So, I really can't disagree with anything that Frazito said. Like, we are a class of players that have a very unique way of playing because of either trend or strategy, right? Like myself, Jason, Frazito, we've kind of sped our ability to do things with investment, whereas players like Shiz have engineered themselves through time and trial to be able to do things that maybe they shouldn't. Or maybe they should, but we have found ways to make the things that are available in the game to us to do things better.
True.
90% of the player base isn't really going to be doing that. Like DJs have said, we're the 1% of the 1%. We're the people who are looking for every possible advantage we can get, and that makes it difficult for them to take our opinions or our feedback into consideration, because we're looking at the game in such a way that most of the player base isn't. So that's probably why they have such a hard time taking feedback from the Discord and the Twitch communities, because we're playing the game in a way that they don't design it for. That we're effectively doing the up down, left right every time they come out with something, and that's that makes it hard for them to kind of code things, because it's like, well, you guys have found a way to do better than we intended at this stage. We can't. How do we correct that without hampering the rest of the player base? And it's a difficult balance to strike. But I do really agree with what Beachwell said, that they need new people writing things, or they need to find new ways of doing stuff, because he's right. We're hitting blue squares, we're hitting red blue triangles, red triangles, or green triangles. Like that's all there really is in the game, and it's just how they flavor it. And it would be nice if they came up with something that is different. Like I have high hopes for this this thing that was shown in the roadmap video of being able to play in the base, because it looks like a Clash of Clans style feature. They tried to do it with battle simulators, but then they abandoned that. So it will be refreshing when they introduce something that is not hitting a colored triangle into this game.
Right. Any final thoughts before we do raid out and go see Lost In, because he is up and ready for us, and I do kind of want to get him the numbers, so because he's close.
I'm Jacob. He is up and ready to go.
Okay, go ahead, Cruz.
Or we could just hostage train you.
Just want to say, make sure to hit your get gooder buttons, people.
That's right.
Fair.
So I think the one thing, right? I think
and again, I'm not saying that it's never going to get any better. I think what's going to happen is that in the short term, we're going to have to, and whether we should or shouldn't, right? That's neither here or there. But I do think to some extent, it's going to be what the game is now, at least for, I'll be honest, for at least a year to 2 years. I mean, that's just the reality until they can refactor the entire game and infrastructure underneath it. You're looking at a complete overhaul, and hopefully the player base will be around to go through that, right? But it's going to take that long, and at the same time, they've got to kind of look at, they're going to have to invest money into it, right? I mean, that's something that, when you're looking at profit margins or whatever it is, they're going to have to say, okay, we're willing to spend some money to hopefully keep these folks around so that when we're done with it, we can expand upon it, right? And if you look at how the game first came out, it was nothing more than a promotional idea for the Calvin movies. That was it, right? I likened it to, when you got those like a little Atari discs that you used to put in your CD-ROM, like when you go to McDonald's or whatever was on the Happy Meals, and like that was it, like the old Centipede, and that's what this game was, right? It was nothing more than that. And they struck gold because they hit an IP and a player base that just loves the IP. And when they built it to last a year, right? At the very most, the movies were going to come out. They were going to do their thing. We got everybody in. And then they started expanding on it, hit gold, and never went back and tried to do anything with it. And so now they're doing that 7 years later, unfortunately. But to do that overhaul is a lot of money to be putting in there, right? You're talking about a couple $100,000 a year on these developers in order to do that.
Easy.
And if the player base, right, realistically, if the player base is sitting in that low to mid ops that may or may not necessarily funding that, it's going to take a little bit longer then.
Agreed. 1000% agree, Cruzito. Thank you. That's very wise words. Anybody else got anything they want to throw out before we raid out?
I mean,
So
I just
to joke around with Cruzito because he mentioned it, and I know what it is, but just for the joke, what's an Atari?
Yeah, but
I was waiting for you to say that.
Yeah, on a more serious
it's one of those dinosaurs that old folks use.
And I was listening for somebody to be like, "Okay, boomer." I was just waiting for somebody to throw that out, but that's all right.
I have an Atari, so.
But like on a more serious note, the assumption is that they're refactoring, and we only occasionally get the word of like, hey, we're touching this or we're touching that. But part of it, like doing major work like that on something ongoing, like there's a lack of like, hey, we're trying to get you to understand and be cool about all the dust going on. And it's sort of this status quo versus a, hey, y'all are bearing with us as we're undergoing a lot of change. And that is part of where it seems like they don't care that much if they make it through the transition.
Anybody else? All right, that being said, panel, everybody that's in the audience, I want to thank you guys for coming in this evening and all the wonderful opinions we've had. It's actually been a wonderful stream. Let's go show Lost in some love. Broken Wolf, thank you so much I know you started it twice there, but I love you, dude. Appreciate that. Guys, that being said, spam his chat. Let's see. Partner push? Hashtag partner push? Or just hashtag PP? Let's do that. Hashtag PP.
I'm doing hashtag get gooder. Do what y'all want.
Hashtag PP F2P.
Why not hashtag free to play Nemesis?
I didn't mute Pepper. I didn't mute Pepper.
Do it.
Divine, I never muted her. She actually
left. She left on her own.
So, guys, thank everybody for
MJ.
Do it quick because we're about to raid out.
Real quick. Your next stream, there's 2 new Star Trek webtoons coming out. Let's talk about those.
All right, we might.
Yeah, that's right.
Should be next week. We'll see. It depends on moving. But guys, I love you all. Stay frosty. Hashtag PP. Broken Wolf. Hit the button. Be good, y'all.